Welcome to the DJ Staples 93 DJ Roundtable on Twitch.
All right. Hello, everybody, and happy Monday, and welcome to another edition of the DJ Staples 93 Roundtable. Yours truly, DJ Staples 93 presiding. Shout out to everybody that's already in the chat. We got Victor Dancer, we got Lockpick, we got Winnipeg Dance Party, we got, of course, Disco Vinnie. We're going to be speaking to the other Vinnie, though, this evening. We're going to speak to Disco Vinnie, not DJ Vinnie Vegas. See, I already got myself friggin' confused. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Shout out to Chris, my moderator. Thank you, my friend, for being here. And, of course, the man showing his sugary balls in the chat, his Timbits, none other than DJ Katz. So hello to you, Eli. I don't know why I can't speak. I'm going to call in for backup right now because I'm a stuttering, muttering prick right now. So happy Monday, everybody, and welcome. First, I want to welcome into the room, speaking of stutter and mutter and pricks, the gentleman that likes to dress like Daryl McDaniels from DMC. He's got a sweet hat on today. Not only does he have a nice hat, he's got a fantastic mustache happening. It's the mustache that every 16-year-old boy wishes he could grow.
This is a good-looking mustache. How are you?
I am lovely. How are you, sir?
I've missed you guys. I'm not normally this early. I figure I wanted to start on time because there is an important guest with us today, and I'm super excited to be a part of this roundtable today. So hi, everybody.
So you're saying that you came early today?
Well,
it could be one of those shows.
If you got a hot date, you got to make sure you take care of things before you go on a hot date. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. How have things been though? Good? You're keeping busy?
The drive-by, and I say the DJ drive-by business is starting to take off here in Ontario. They are opening up slowly. I got double vaccinated, so I have, 14 days before it's official.
Yep.
Countdown is on, and then I'm going to go to my local pub and probably lick the bar.
Perfect. That's perfect. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did.
He's going to do what? Yeah,
It's like the movie, was it Along Came Polly when Ben Stiller, is it? Or something about Mary. One of the movies with Ben Stiller, he takes a peanut up off the floor and then he eats it.
Delicious.
You don't remember that scene?
No.
Jennifer Aniston? Anyway, maybe the other gentleman in our panel will know what I'm talking about. He's on.
Pray tell, who is next?
Who's next? Well, he's on every day at noon.
Oh, boy.
He plays classic 80s and 90s and all request shows every day at noon. Recently, just this past weekend, I believe he went on, it was Saturday night, and he does a Sunday all-new wave show. You might have heard of him. His birth name is Tom, but we like to call him Retro Mix Toronto.
There.
Hey, Tom.
I am. How are you guys?
There he is.
How are you? You got nice lighting today? You got a nice shirt on today?
I dressed up for the occasion.
It seems like everybody wore their Sunday best for our guest today.
It's a big guest. Today.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. He's a busy guy, you know.
When you promote this, and the people that are in the chat right now, do they know who the guest is? Is it kind of a predetermined? I know you put flyers out to kind of us. I see it because we're friends, but I mean to the regular public that is joining in right now, which I'm sure is growing.
Pause.
Do they know?
I thought I was the guest today.
No, that's next week. That's next week.
Sorry,
next week.
My
You're
bad.
a guest every week.
Yeah,
my bad.
Not only are you a client, but you're the president.
Brought to you by Wendy's.
Of course. But again, one more person we got to invite out here onto the panel. The man that does.
Let's leave him off. Let's just bring Disco.
This is good.
This us. I think it's perfect. We get along better. He's too controlling.
No, you know what? You're right. He is a little bossy. He's a little bit controlling. But I'll tell you what, if you're ever hungry and you want to go out and grab a bite at any time of the day, he's your guy.
Or night.
I could eat.
Anytime, right?
Let's do it up.
He's the
I'm
guy.
game for food, guy.
Always, 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 even your brother says you're bossy and controlling.
He knows. He knows.
I was going to say, if anybody knows, it's that guy.
Fake news.
The king of burgers. Burger King guy.
The king of burger. The man that would pick Burger King over Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Wow.
Let's not even go there.
I'm just saying, if anybody missed it on our Bractoon show, that was one of our questions. If we could eat at any spot, and you picked Burger King.
I did. I like my BK. I'm standing by that. I'm standing by that.
What is the draw to Burger King? I'm a Wendy's kind of guy. I get it that you have your,
I love Wendy's too. I just think Burger King is underrated. We'll just leave it at that. See, Thomas got the Wendy's going on. I just think BK is underrated.
Water. Only water. I don't drink. I bought this just so it's big, and I make sure I get my water intake every day.
Everyone thinks that Thomas has one of those, at least one of those a day.
I have 3 of these a day or 4.
But it's just water, though. That's it.
So bad for you, but if it's water, good for you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's water. That's
not watered. Not watered down those Staples. What we got here?
You know who's not watered down? Oh, look. What are you drinking, Mike? What do you got?
I got a beer, but it's a half beer. It
organic?
Is, organic.
Who drinks organic beer?
Well, 3.8% is the latest Coors, and it is delicious. I enjoy my beer, but I have to be careful with my alcohol intake.
Understood.
Which, I'm not supposed to drink at all, period. But you know what? You can't stop a good
Mike,
thing.
do you want a straw with that?
When do you have to see your gynecologist?
A straw for anything. I got myself in a lot of trouble, and I was up for days. So let's just say no.
Yeah. Lockpick's telling you right there, you might as well just drink water.
Oh, yeah, well, that's true.
Basically, you're drinking water.
Yeah. Did it come with a thong or a G-string, that beer?
Wow.
This beer is delicious and nutritious. So I highly recommend it for all you light beer drinkers out there. And to Coors, I will definitely endorse this, especially because I feel like I look like Wyatt Earp today. I feel like a cowboy with the stash.
Do you have a steel horse?
Guy, you're looking good today. You're looking good.
Thanks, man. I feel
First thing, we saw you on camera here in the pre-show there, and we're like, damn, we're underdressed, man.
I never met an emoji of me I didn't like.
Yes. And DJ J Online says it best. DJ Mike sends the best private messages ever.
Oh, dude, man.
I saw those.
Look at how influential. You don't know Mike right now, but I'm looking on the bottom of my screen, Staples, and look at how influential Mike is with that hat.
Oh my God! Absolutely,
did you see the change?
I saw the change. Yeah,
do it up. Let's do it.
All right. So enough about us nonsense, our nonsense. Let's add to the nonsense with our guest, the man of the hour here this evening for our roast. The man, the myth. Yeah, I want to be Foster Brooks. Showing my age. He looks like a rabbi. Anybody knows it's Eli. So anyway. Let's get to our guest. He's amazing. He's entertaining. He's got great wigs and costumes, but he's a genuinely nice guy, and he hosts the Soul Train every other Thursday here on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and the only Disco Vinnie. Hey, there he is.
Disco Vinnie. See, look, he's got the hat on. He changed the hat.
He changed his hat.
See? Yeah. This guy did it. Yeah, see.
Here it is.
You're easily influenced.
We always dress alike when we go out in public.
We have to.
Yeah.
Jen and Ben, and what is it?
Then they know to back off. They know we're together and just back off.
That's it. Mick and Ben, or Mike and Ben, or something. I don't know. Anyway.
It's Indiana Jones and Daryl McDaniels. Indiana DMC. That's the name of your duo. That's it. How are you, Vinnie? What do I call you?
You can call me either. My real name's Vince, but my stage name is Vinnie, Disco Vinnie. So you can call me either. Vince, okay. Vince, just as long as you call. That's all.
That's it. Just don't call him late for dinner.
That's it.
How are you, sir? It's good to see you. It's nice to have you here, actually.
It's nice to be here. It's nice to be here. Like I said, for the past year, this community on Twitch, especially with you guys, the Canadians and Toronto people that I've met, has just been amazing. It's been such a nice connection. So yeah, it's great.
Are you getting the same? I don't want to say you're not getting the same love, but you get the same love from your local people? Like a lot of us are like, we're all just local guys. We just happen to, and you kind of plopped into, I don't want to say our circle because we don't own anything, but I'm just saying it just got plopped into this world. But back home, are you like super famous? Because like you're famous here.
Well,
You're definitely famous.
I like to say I'm infamous.
There you go.
I'm definitely known around town. It still always cracks me up. I've been doing this 40 years, but it still cracks me up when someone waves across the street and says, "Hey, Disco Vinnie." I'm like, "Oh, hi." So it still freaks me out. So.
And are you known as Disco Vinnie?
Oh yeah, because my car has my big logo on it, and everything we have, my computer, everything has the logo on it. My husband is very, very good about that. About like just right there, my logo is right there. He's like, that logo is everywhere, so people see it, and it actually brings people that don't even know what it is. They'll drive by, and it brings a smile to their face. He's like, he really designed a great logo. It's rainbow, it's a disco ball, and it makes people happy. So it's like, yay, I like it.
So why disco? Like, and Jay was just asking this. Where did the disco come from? You said we can call you anything. Where did disco come from for the Disco Vinnie?
Well, Disco Vinnie, it's a little sad story. It was the kids used to make fun of me when I was in junior high, and actually it started in even 6th grade, I think. But junior high school, I was the kid that I was the music guy. I had my boom box. I actually looked like Disco Stu, except not quite as afro-y, but I did the roller skates with the boom box, and yeah, I was that guy. But I was always into music, and piano player, was in all the choirs. But the jocks and the socias, the others that always picked on and made fun of the music guys, they were like, "Oh look, it's Disco Vinnie." They used to call me that and make fun of me that way, and yeah, that was that. And so later on, when I got out of high school and started going to college, and I was starting to DJ, I was kind of like, you know what? Screw you. I'm just going to take that and make something good out. Yeah, I think I have an echo. I thought I was turned off here somewhere, but I can hear the echo, you guys. Where is the echo?
Yeah, try in the settings. Just click on the cam on the settings or on the cam mic.
Mic. Okay.
And then click on audio and just make sure echo cancellation is checked.
It is checked.
Mike Harding, you got yours on too?
Okay, where am I going to go? I'll check. Go
cam.
to
yeah, it might be
it's Mike.
Audio. Yeah, I got it checked. Echo cancellation.
Check too. Yeah.
Fucking Thomas Hall.
I only lost $20.
Wow.
Well, anyway, so yeah, so the kids used to make fun of me, and then when I decided to be a DJ, it just kind of fit. It was like, you know what? Fine, I'll be Disco Vinnie. And of course, back then, because I'm so old, we're not going to say how old I am, but it was when disco was popular. So, yeah, so I became Disco Vinnie.
Well, good for you. If you take something that's a negative, you turn it into a positive. So I'm going to do the interviewer thing here, and I want to go like to the very beginning. What apparently you said you've been doing this a long time, so I'm going to assume you started when you were 10 years old. Because you said you've been doing this 40 years, right? So that's about accurate. You started at 10, kind of like I did.
Yes.
And what were your original musical influences, and where did they come from? And yeah, so what were you into growing up? Mike, the echo's on your end, by the way. Go ahead.
It's on my end?
It is. We'll just mute him. Go ahead, Vinnie.
Okay. Yeah. So the influences definitely were the time. That I grew up in, but honestly, it started back when I was like 4 years old. Okay. My parents used to, they couldn't get me to go to sleep. So the only way they could get me to go to sleep, they would push my crib in front of the radio station, the top 40 station, KJRB. And I would just get up on my crib and do this little bouncing around until I would bounce myself to sleep. And if they turned the music off, I would wake back up. So they just left the music on. And from that point on, it was just music, music, music. When I was 6 years old, I used to play the piano and copy the commercials that were on TV. And my mom was like, "Did you hear that? He just played the stupid commercial from ear." It's like, we're getting that kid piano lessons. So I did. I went in to take piano lessons. And when I started taking piano lessons, it was that time period where the piano player was Elton John.
Oh, of course.
So yeah, it was like it was meant to be. I mean, I'm so similar without the British accent, of course, but
Right.
I was so Elton John. I loved anything that glittered, sparkled. Obviously, I was gay. I knew I was gay. It's like I came out of the womb. Actually, I never even came out of the womb. It was a C-section. I'm a platinum gay. Never been there. Never have.
I don't think any guest has ever told us about the actual day they were born. This is like a first time.
Yeah, C-section, glitter came out everywhere, and I was like, don't ever make me look at that again. And that was it.
Yeah. You didn't even. You just came out of the stomach. You're like, I'm not even going near that thing.
Near there. No way. That's the platinum game. That's what
that's good for
That's
you.
funny.
So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's music. And then my piano teachers always got in trouble with me because I always was supposed to play classical, and I would go home, and I had perfect pitch so I could hear and play anything by ear. And I would always be playing Elton John and all that kind of stuff. And I'd get in trouble because, no, you're not supposed to play that kind of music. That's crap music. It's like, well, it's not. So that was kind of my influence, and it just picked up from there. I was always the kid that was playing the piano in all the choirs, all the plays, because if they needed someone to pick up a piece of music, I could do it just by listening to it. Yeah. And
do you still play? Do you still play at all?
I do. I can. I obviously know how to play. When I sit down, I obviously can play again, but I don't do it. And I've been, I don't know, just doing other things with my music. I don't play like I should, but I can certainly sit down and do it. Every once in a while, I do it just to make sure it's like, oh my God, can I still play this thing? But yeah, I can still play. Awesome. Not like a classic trained pianist, but more like a Billy Joel kind of, that kind of music.
Are you saying that Billy Joel is less of a musician than Elton John? Is that what you just said?
No, just I'm saying the kind of styling you would expect.
Oh, okay.
I would sit down and play piano, man. I'm not going to sit down and play, Bach's Prelude in E minor kind of thing. I could learn it, but that's not what my style is.
So will you be doing it on your next show, like 1 hour of you're gonna play for us for 1 hour straight?
Oh no, that would be a boring. That'd be so boring.
The masses want it, guy. Look at it. It's already in the chats. Look, see, DJ Katz is saying play for us, and
of course, cats, my little cats. I can't play something now. The piano is like completely away from where this is, so it would be pointless. But maybe someday I'll record it, show it to you. But what I do promise my viewers that I want to show is that years ago, well, mega years ago, but like 10 years ago, I started a drag brunch here in Seattle with a couple of well-known drag queens, and it started off as just a barely anything that they get some tips and stuff. It ended up being a huge thing, and was huge until COVID, of course, shut everything down. But we started doing mini musicals where it was the drag queens would play all the female parts, and I would have to play all the male parts. So we started with 30-minute Hairspray, and I played Link and Mr. Pinky and all the different male characters. So I was constantly running backstage, changing complete outfits and wigs every 5 minutes. And they, of course, were just in their fabulous, drag outfits. But we did these mini musicals. We shrunk them down to 30 minutes, which I was in charge of doing all that musicality to make it from 2 hours to 30 minutes. And we did mini musicals that just caught on like crazy. And I have recordings of some of them. So I've told everybody one of these days, I'll just play one of those instead of doing one of my shows. You can see what I did. Because
that would be great.
Awful fun. The last one I did was Little Shop, and I was Seymour, which was so much fun.
Sure. And so, how did the DJing thing come about? Where did you get? How did you get your start doing that?
The DJing thing came about when I was 15, 16 years old. My older brother, who is 6 years older than me, but mentally is younger than me. I'm not going to get into that. He's just a mess. But
it's like that guy up top in the glasses and the hat. He's mentally. Yeah.
Oh, poor Tom.
Yeah, we have one of those in the group.
We're on the same page though, so it's all good.
He's talking about the guy above him, not me.
No.
Oh no, all the way up. All the way up.
Listen, I'm handsome. That's all that matters.
Some slow cookers up there. Anyway, go ahead, Vinnie.
So now I'm completely lost. Where was I?
Your first DJ.
15, 16, my brother, he was so stupid. I stole his driver's license and went out to the bars. So I was getting into the bars when I was 16 years old. Wow. With a driver's license that I was 22, because I also had a beard. I grew a beard at 15 as well. So
wow.
the beard helped fake everything. So I went to the clubs, and of course the music part of it, immediately I was drawn to the DJ. It's like I wanted to be the DJ. A lot of times I wanted to do the DJ, but yeah, it was like, that's where I want to be, right there. I want to be doing that. So of course I did anything I could. DJ
I had to highlight that.
He can't grow hair in his head, apparently, that guy.
But yeah, immediately I knew, it's like, I want to do that. I want to be that. So I would do anything I could to get friendly with them, buy them drinks, whatever it took. And I did make friends with some really cool DJs back then. And of course it was all vinyl on the big hanging things that, God help you, if someone bangs the DJ booth and makes it skip, I'm going to kick your ass kind of days.
That was close.
But it was fun. It was great. I learned, and I just made friends with them. I got some jobs here and there and started doing mobile gigs, collecting all my 12-inchers. Yes, Mike Harding, 12-inchers. I've got a lot of them. All downstairs in my crates, but that was the bit about doing it back then. Oh, my God. You had to drag all those crates of records everywhere. It was such a pain in the ass. But I loved every minute of it.
Do you remember the first gig you ever did? Paid gig. And then if there's any gigs you did that were just for the hell of it to kind of get your feet wet, but
well, I always did friends wanted to have house parties, so I was always DJing house parties. But the first gig was in a club. It was in Mr. Z's, an old club that's not there anymore, of course, in Spokane, and the Emperor 425 Disco, which was also in Spokane where I grew up. So yeah, those were the first jobs. And then when I went off, I moved to Portland. I did a gig in Portland at a club. None of the clubs I worked in are even there anymore, though, because it was so long ago.
Well, again, you've been doing this for 40 years, right? So, I mean, and again, started when you were 10.
You have to keep pushing that one right in there.
No. I'm just trying to say you're still a young man. You started at 10. You've been doing it 40 years. You're good to go.
Good comeback. There you go.
See, I got you. I'm on your side.
And my husband's chiming in here that I'm forgetting about my radio days, that yes, I did some radio DJing, which was super fun, which is what I'm really liking about Twitch, because, you know, the club thing, you don't get to have all the interaction and the chat talking. And this feels like I'm back on the radio again, which, as you can hear, I have a radio voice, which they all connected me with back in the early 80s. They're like, yeah, that guy's we got to get him on the airs. Yes, you do. Like, what
do you notice then as a radio guy? What do you notice as some of the similarities between radio and Twitch, and like how similar is it in ways?
Very similar, except for the fact that on the radio they don't. It's like the combination of club and radio, because radio they don't ever get to see you, but they hear you and they get used to you as a voice. They get that a lot of times they have no idea what you look like until you do some park in the park thing with the radio station, and they're like, oh, that's what you look like. Or if you get big enough, you get a bill. I never had it before.
I'm making myself laugh because I've heard that term many times. Oh, that's what you really look like.
They're always very surprised. So it's just that combination. At a club, they know what you look like, but most of them don't even know what your voice sounds like. So it's the perfect combination of club and radio.
I want to ask a side note question. How far is John from you right now?
Well, I don't know. He was just about 20 feet away, but now he's back at the desk working.
Would he come on camera just to say hi?
Probably. He heard it.
I'm trying to think I think he's been on camera once before.
Hey, what's up, John? How are you?
How you doing?
Hi, gang. Good.
Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. The reason I ask is because obviously, Vince, you and I are friends on Facebook, and I see pictures of you and John all the time now. But and of course, we all know about your dog. So yeah, it's good.
He saw us talking to people, and he got jealous.
He got jealous. Yeah. Oh boy. So John, what's it like living with Vince? Is he? What's your biggest pet peeve? That's it. It's over. I want to know. I want to know the biggest pet peeve of living with this guy.
We don't have enough time for that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. No, it's actually pretty great for the most part.
Oh, you're such a liar.
Except
that's good. That's good though.
How long ago did the two of you meet?
36 years ago.
36 years. Wow.
How did you meet?
So
there's a story.
Well, before I knew exactly who he was, he used to be that guy on the radio.
No. Tell him what I was that gay guy on the radio.
Okay, we called him that gay guy on the radio, and he came on right after Dr. Demento, if you're familiar.
Oh, fish heads.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
nice. Yeah.
So my friend and I would be listening to Fish Heads, Roly Poly Fish Heads, and that show would end, and then Disco Vinnie would come on, and we would go, "Oh, it's that gay guy on the radio." Click.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Before I knew exactly who he was, and
Right.
he was the first, though, in my small town of Walla Walla, Washington.
I know where that is.
Yeah, he played
No, I
Madonna. Nobody else played Madonna. at
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
the weird. I was on the what would you call, not the controversy? What do you call that? When
Like
music is like underground. What the word is? I'm looking
Like the cusp, you were like playing like the
Yeah, I can't remember the word. It's what they called that type of radio station, but
It's kind of like alternate radio.
that
yeah.
alternate rock, that kind of stuff. But I remember, yeah, alternative. Loki Puke, he got it.
Yeah.
Loki Puke, he got it. But yeah, it would crack me up to think back then is like we had records that were, these were supposedly, oh, this was alternative, and it was Madonna's first album was considered that way. It cracked me up to remember playing that, and now that's just like, oh, please, Holiday is the most popular top 40 song ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was alternative back in 1982.
So he was cutting edge for a while.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I drove around. What was my Honda 90?
Yeah, little, not even a motorcycle. It was more of a moped that actually had pedals, I think.
With a big milk crate in the back to carry as much vinyl as I could to eat.
Sure.
Yeah, we met when he was in college. So that's why he was on the radio there, is because it was a college radio station.
Okay.
And, then I sold him. I was manager of a video store at 19 years old.
National Video.
And I
wow.
sold him a Betamax. And
that dates us.
that's where it all began.
Yeah.
Betamax.
Beta was big. So VHS took it away. I mean, it was smaller and more compact.
Sony.
You rented him a Betamax machine?
No, I sold
I
him.
bought.
He bought
okay.
his dad's credit card. Really high end. It was almost $1,000 back then.
In
Yeah.
1984.
Yeah.
In 84, 85, right around
What
there.
was the first movie you saw in it? Do you remember?
Betamax.
It had to be a horror movie.
Honestly, what I got it for is that I had my dad. Walla Walla didn't have MTV or anything like that. It was back when MTV was brand new.
Yeah.
So I got these big 6 and 8 hour Betamax tapes and had my dad. I said, just hit the record button and leave. And when it's done, pop it in the mail to me at college.
Oh, nice.
I set it up at college and have hours and hours of music videos. And the college kids were just like, oh, yay, we never see music videos. So I was the music guy again.
And some of the townies like me would come over and watch his videos too.
Well, I went to the college, but I DJ'd for the town. I was at their only underage dance club. I was their DJ, which was actually a lot of fun. I had a blast in Walla Walla. You wouldn't have thought, but so we met back then. The funny story about that is back then, Vinnie was college boy, slutty Vinnie. And I was this was my Mike Harding. I was just totally, I gotta have him. I'm going to have, I want him. That's Mike Harding with the hat.
Yeah, can I wait.
Mike Harding thing. So that's
Mike,
my boyfriend on Twitch right
Gotcha,
there.
I see.
Yeah, I was gonna I'm sorry. Say again what you say. What'd you say?
Who, me or him?
Him.
Oh no.
He said, I see the resemblance.
I was just saying I see the resemblance now between Vince and Mike Harding down there.
It's the hat.
It's the hat. Yes. So anyway, I thought for sure I did everything in my power to go see him, and I'd go to the video store all the time. Well, his best friend ended up being gay as well, go figure, but like uber gay, like Jack McFarlane gay. I was like, oh my God, he's so gay. It's like, you can't pretend not to be. There's no way you can. Everybody knows. And I was like, so is John? He's like, oh, no, don't you dare say anything to John. Oh my God, he's a good, what was the religion again?
I was Southern Baptist.
Southern Baptist.
Okay.
You can't say, oh my God, no, you can't tell him, don't you say a word. So I never said a word. But I went into the video store once. He was playing some synthesizer music, and I was a keyboardist, and I had been in a band. I had a synthesizer. And after listening to it, he told me how much he loved it. I said, I play a synthesizer. I have one. And he said, what is it? I said, it's a Rhodes Chroma. And he knew. He's like, oh my God, that's amazing. I said, well, you want to come over and hear my synthesizer? Like, yeah.
That old gag.
It's a trap, run.
Yeah.
Lured, yeah.
Well, he said yes. So I went home and I'm doing like, okay, he's supposed to be here in 10 minutes. So turn on the shower, be in just a towel, and pretend to be running late. So when he gets there, I can come out in a towel and seduce him. Well, this would have worked, but he brought his best friend with him, which I
So it became a threesome.
So I watch.
I should have, but no.
No. These poor guys come in, the door's ajar open, so they're like, hello. They come in, and I come running. I was like, oh, you're both here. I'll be right back. And I went in the bathroom. I'm like, why did he bring Dana? Oh my God. So nothing ever happened, and I left college, and we were separated for 3 years. And then one night we ran into each other on the streets of Seattle, and it was like, what? John? Vince?
Yeah.
And he had finally come out and come to terms, and yeah, we got together, and we've been together ever since.
And the rest so it wasn't until 3 years later.
No, 3 years we were apart, and like I said, it's weird that we happened to just run into each other 3 years later.
So you didn't? Were you not keeping in touch with each other during that 3 year period? Really? So then it's meant to be, then, right?
Yeah, it's kind of meant to be.
It was weird.
Yeah, that's great.
It still is weird.
All right, I'm still working, so I'm going to say goodbye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, that's all right. It's a pleasure to talk to
Yeah, no, it was our pleasure.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, it was good meeting you. We'll definitely we'll definitely see you again soon.
I'm sure.
Get out of here. My boyfriend's getting jealous.
All right.
I was going to ask him his thoughts on his, you got the real life relationship. You got the online relationship with Mike Harding. I wanted to know his thoughts.
There it is.
We have this relationship because you guys are all jealous because Mike and I are probably the most happiest married people on this whole chat lounge. So
absolutely.
That's why we have this relationship.
Absolutely.
Vinny, I got to ask you a very, very important question. I'm not going to ask you who your favorite DJ is online. I'm not going to do any of that. But I want to know between the four of us. Yeah. I want to know between the four of us, right? Retro Mix Dan, myself, and Harding. Ugliest to the cutest.
Oh my God.
Thomas Hall gets the great.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We all know Mike Harding's going to win.
Disco ball right now, so I'd have to go with Tom as the cutest because he looks like a disco ball. So that's pretty.
Oh, look at that!
My husband says
there he is.
There you go. I'm getting
never make that decision. I'll let the chat people make that decision.
Yeah, right.
It's me.
No, so serious. Yeah. Not that guy. That guy right there. So how did you find out about Twitch?
I honestly don't remember. I do not remember who told me about Twitch. I know it happened right after the COVID shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell me?
Bring him back on camera, for God's sake.
I think John heard about it. How did you hear about it?
Just tell him to take the rest of the day off. That's it.
Yeah, we'll pay his salary for the day.
Yeah.
Shout out to a task for that. Shout out to Task
cool.
for that sub as well earlier.
Yeah, he was looking
thank you,
for
Task. Yes.
live stream, so John found it.
Okay.
He was looking for it because I don't remember. And of course, once I learn how it works, I am good at making the backgrounds and the colors and putting me in the car with Madonna kind of thing. But initially, he's the one that finds the technology, and that's the way we've always worked together. He's the tech side of things, and then I'm the more colorful, creative, online, on stage.
Yeah. Your scenes are getting a lot better, and your shows, I feel, are a lot better. And I think maybe because you are a pure entertainer and a great remixer. But I think a lot of people are the numbers are jumping because of the Soul Ray Train, which is amazing. It was such a great idea. But I think people get to see you, and I think you're entertaining as the numbers rise. I would love to see your numbers at 500-600 people. Because I would just imagine what you'd want to do for your shows, and not that they're here already. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So follow if you're not.
I would love that too. That's honestly, I think that's. I've seen the shows, like Scratch. I love Scratch and I love what he does.
Yeah.
But I see his shows when he's got 3 and 4, almost 500 people. Honestly, that would be too much. Because the one thing I enjoy about my shows is I do enjoy my regulars that come back and back and back that actually are there to chat with everybody. And once you get that many people, oh my God, the chat goes by so quick. You're going to miss the messages that you're looking for to talk to. So I like the numbers that like Dave Paul has. Dave Paul usually always has around 75 to maybe 100. And I that's the goal I would like to get. Number one, because then I could get partner, which gives you all the emotes and crap, and then they'd stop taking a little bit less money from you as well. But that would really be the only goal. Up and above that, it feels like it would be too many. And if it was that many, I would just probably have to start doing more shows to maybe, make it not so many. But I do love what the Soul Ray Train has seemed to do. And I like the fact that it brings all these different people together, even doing the same genre, but in their own style. I love doing that. It's been really a lot of fun.
When you're doing your shows too, when you're prepping for your shows, we had a few weeks ago, or I guess it was 2 weeks ago now, we had DJJ Online on here. And he was saying a lot of the inspiration comes from the chat. It comes from conversing with the guests, with the chatters that are there, the viewers kind of thing. So where do you get that inspiration of what shows you're going to do and how you're going to do it and everything? Is it from the chat? Is it from the artists? Is it from the music alone kind of thing?
It kind of for me is very organic. It very, like if I was doing a show today, obviously we'd be doing a Prince show because it's Prince's birthday.
Sure.
A couple weeks ago it was Cher's birthday, so it was the Cher show. So a lot of times it has to do with what's going on. And then the Sunday Fun Day, that is just literally picked up because that was my regular gig here in Seattle. I was Disco Sunday Fun Day, Saturday Night Fever guy every Sunday in the main club in town, which was the Cuff. And finally they're back open. I'm hoping my job comes back soon.
Nice.
But I was every Sunday, that was me all night long. And it was the tea dance, which was always disco 80s. And, later in the night, if it went on a holiday and it was later, we'd mix into just about anything. But that's what I was most well known for in the Seattle clubs, was doing that. And now I've lost track of where I was going with that. What was the question?
But the inspiration to do the shows. Yeah.
Inspiration for the shows. So that was the inspiration of that. Why I started doing Twitch was I wanted to give all the people that usually came on Sundays some opportunities. Like, well, hey, I know we're all stuck at home, but here, I'm going to do this for 5 hours, and at least you can still have the tea dance in your own home, and you can with yourself. At least you can still have the music, and we'll try to keep in touch. And at the first point, I wasn't doing my face. I was just doing the videos because I was still learning it. I didn't know what you could do or couldn't do. Finally, people said, you got to get yourself on there. We want to see you. And I'm like, no, you don't want to see this. It's like, okay, I guess you do want to see this. So as soon as I put myself on there, all of the numbers changed immediately. People, they do want to see you on there, which was kind of how it changed. And then after doing a couple of weeks of that, I said, okay, well, if you're going to see me every time, you're going to see me. And that's what I've always been known for, is a theme and a costume. There's going to be a theme and a costume. I have never gone to a friend's party that I've been invited to. I am always expected to be, who's he going to be? Elton John? Is he going to be Austin Powers? What's going to happen today? Well, whose birthday is it? Oh my God, he's going to be Cher. It's the Kentucky Derby. He's going to have a big hat, so Cinco de Mayo, he's going to be a sombrero, so.
See, I asked earlier too, before the show, just so the chat knows, we always try and prepare ahead of time. And I was asking, maybe anything we should pull up. And now I just realized you sent over to me once a few pictures through Facebook Messenger. And if I can find those up, can I share those?
You have them.
if I can pull them up on this computer, can I share them?
Of course. They're on my Facebook, so anybody can. I am not embarrassed. It's like, yes, I am a silly man. I know that.
Because they are fantastic. I'm telling you. Like, let's keep going here, and then if it's okay, I'll come back to that as soon as I can find them.
I was going to say, like, Vinny, you're saying that, nobody wants to see this, but for anyone who's friends with Vince on Facebook, you pretty much see all of Vinnie. Like he's got a disco ball, and that's all he's wearing, which is a great photo. I mean, God bless, man. Good for you.
7 years ago, I wish I've had 2 back surgeries, unfortunately, since that was done. So I don't think I'd be posing that pose right now. I look okay, but yeah, here's the
there it is.
It's breaking up.
You got like a floating ball over there. How's that happen?
Well, yeah, no, I'm still okay, but I don't look like that. I was so happy. I was like, hey, it's my 50th birthday. I've worked hard to stay in this shape. I'm going to do Reynolds pose, damn it. So
That's great. That's a great one.
There's a couple of mirror cubes missing from that mirror ball. I just want to draw your attention to that.
Yeah, it was the green screen effect. It was making it disappear for some reason. It was reflecting it because it reflected the green screen. That's what happened.
Oh,
you might see your friend requests on Facebook go up after tonight's show because apparently Bracktoon's saying he should add you as well. So
please,
by all means,
as long as you do, it's like just make sure it's like I am so frustrated that it's like I have almost 3,000 friends on Facebook, and I always post about the shows on Twitch, and it's like 10 likes. It's like, hello, where are you guys? It's like,
yeah, exactly.
If you don't want to follow me, then don't be my friend. It's like, you're all out there. I'm just like, what are you doing? And Facebook has gotten bad. It used to be way much better, but not anymore. People they don't respond, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a common thing. That drives me nuts when people don't respond, or it's like just a common courtesy kind of a thing. I won't even get into it. But
like just because you like it, if you can't watch the show tonight, you can still like the post, because if you do that, more people will see it. But
absolutely,
I don't think they understand. I think they feel like, well, if I like it, I'm telling them I'm going to be there. It's like, no.
How are things at home in terms of opening up and going back to gigs and regular? Did you have a regular spot or regular gig that you played at?
Yes, yeah. Like I said, I was the resident DJ at the Cuff, which is one of the main gay bars here in town. Has been for years, since the 80s.
Yeah.
And I was every Sunday, and then occasionally on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday when something else, if they needed somebody to fill in, it's like, obviously I can do, if you need a house night or electro night or whatever, it's like I can still do that. It's not my favorite, but I can do it.
Yeah.
So, but definitely every Sunday, and then other occasional, and then on top of that, I was the DJ for Gay Pride. It was me, 2 drag queen hosts, and Disco Vinnie was always doing the Gay Pride parade. I did the Mom Prom for 13 years, which was every year, which we just did virtually. Every time, twice a year, Lifelong AIDS does Gay Bingo, which is a sold out thing with like 2,000 people, and it's Alexa Manila and Disco Vinnie. And so I think because of the fact that I'm not just a DJ, I'm a hey kind of DJ. I've got the costume and I'm the glitter, and I'm going to make a theme out of it. My DJ gigs have been very different. I was hired by Starbucks until COVID. Every summer I would Starbucks DJ their headquarters. Every Friday I would DJ their afternoon fun in the sun, dressed in a costume of some sort. So I just became known as like, if you want a fun DJ that doesn't mind being silly, this is the one. And so my DJ gigs are very weird and different than normal DJ gigs, but I love it.
So
that explains.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So I'll pull up the pictures after. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was going to say that explains that when you're drinking Starbucks in all your sets, you can get a little kickback there from the Starbucks people.
Because we live in Seattle.
There it is.
So there's this one here.
You're buff, baby.
I am not that buff, and that's a lot more gray. Of course, I was coloring it back then, but we're not going to get into that.
Were you wearing a wig in that photo? I couldn't tell.
No, just a hat.
Well, that's always the thing that I remember was one of the first times I ever. Thank you, Mike. One of the first times I ever caught you was I was watching Mike Harding. There you go. Oh, you know what? It's Pride Month. It's Pride Month now, and so you had made mention. You made mention doing some of the other Pride events. So, are they doing anything right now in the Seattle area? No, right?
No, everything Pride. There's a few online things that they're trying to organize, but people, they're just not going to get there's not going to be a parade, and that's what everybody expects and waits for is the big parade.
Yeah.
And that's just not going to happen this year. Hopefully next year will come back. This is from one of them. Pride was always, that weekend is always nuts for me usually, because I usually have Friday and Saturday gigs, whether it's a club or a wedding. And then Sunday I do the Pride Parade and I pack it up for a half hour. I run up, and then the Cuff has the annual street party, which goes until 10 p.m., which was what that picture was from, where they have 5 or 6 different artists they've hired to come in. And I'm the DJ that's outside in between and introducing all the artists. And that was Terry Nunn from Berlin when I got to
right on
with her. She was so fabulously sweet. Oh, there I am at the red dress. Yeah, I was one of the hosts at the red dress party they had here for a few years. I was Strawberry Shortcake.
Yeah, that's great. Tom, didn't you do some Pride events and you were dressed up as the Fruit of Loom grapes? Were you not? No, true story. No. Didn't you do?
I thought you were about to post it.
No. Not, I mean, you've showed it to us, but
it's in my Facebook. Yeah, I've
this one cracks me up because this was actually not. It was during Pride, but actually no, this was during Halloween. This is when I still worked at the bank. I was a banker, a mortgage banker, and I came to the bank dressed like this. And my bankers are so freaking conservative, but I was like, I don't care, I'm not. I came like in the door like this, and my manager just she's like, oh my God. It's like, trust me, it'll be okay. It's like every customer wanted to be at my desk that day. It's like, trust me, they're gonna have fun with this. It's okay.
I have 2 more, but after that, Tom, I want to see that picture, guy. You gotta pull that picture up.
I'll find them. But yeah, I take part in Pride every year too here in Toronto.
But yeah, I remember that, and you were dressed up like the Fruit of the Loom grapes. You showed the photo, so it's not like it's a big secret or anything.
No, not at all. Even Pearl has done
another red dress.
Yes,
that's me. I was what is a Bloody Mary? So I had the lime and the celery up there on my shoulder, and my head was the olive with the big toothpick, and John is the Queen of Hearts right there with the big
nice. Lips. Do you guys make your own costumes?
Sometimes we do. That was the benefit of hanging out with drag queens and being part of a drag brunch, is that usually drag queens, at least 1 or 2 of them, are major they make costumes. Yeah. So it was nice to say, oh, I'm going to do this, you guys, can you help make me something? It's like, oh yeah, we get together and put some weird costume together.
You're on platforms here. How tall is John? John looks a lot taller.
Everybody's taller than me. I'm only 5'5". I am a little guy. I'm so Elton John, it's ridiculous.
Who is this in the middle here?
It's just a good friend of ours named Scotland. So, yeah, just a good friend.
Very
and
nice.
Last one, I saved this one because it's
the best for last.
It's my favorite. It's remember which one it is, Vinny?
I don't.
He's like, cringe.
Oh, that's that one. That's from the drag brunch when we were doing Hairspray. You can see one of the drag queens behind me, and that was the beginning. I was Corny Collins, and that's the things we did since it was. You hear the actual soundtrack, but we had to make things on the cheap. So that was me being on the TV at the beginning of the show. I just had a TV held up, and then you go over to the side and drop the TV, and now you're live. It's like, yeah, that's what you do.
That's great.
For Hairspray, nice.
Hairspray, so much fun.
Impression. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Tom.
I have a picture, but I'll do our interview with Vinny, and then I'll explain this picture and who the Fruit of the Looms are.
Okay.
A little bit later on, but
all right. That's fine. So Vince, then once you do get back to doing, I ask everybody this question that's a DJ that we interview, but what do you foresee in your future of doing live gigs and Twitch? Will you still Twitch, and will you stream at your events on Twitch if you can? Yeah, I see you. It's a little twitchy. I see you.
Yeah, I hope so. I've really enjoyed the community connection, and like I said, the Canada connection, and the Australia connection, and the Brazil. It's like I'm freaked out about. It's like, this is weird. These are people I would have never met had this whole COVID Twitch thing not have happened. And that's a good thing that's come out of it. At least I feel it is. I can't wait for the borders to open so I can come visit you guys for real. You have been so nice and open and genuine and inviting to me because I can tell the kind of group that you guys are a family. I mean, you guys, and I love that. You had asked that question earlier. No, that support is not here in Seattle. I've been shocked for years, as well known as I am, and as many gigs and people that I work with within the resident DJs.
Yeah,
there really seem to be more of a. It's like I think they're afraid that if they get friendly with you, you're going to take their gigs away from them. I think they're really nervous about that because they're just. I don't talk to any of them during this, and I have not seen any of them. I've told them, Dana Dubb, Brett Law, I've told them all. It's like, Twitch, why aren't you on Twitch? Matt Stans, where are you guys? I know a few of them trying to do Facebook, and all I can hear is, Facebook keeps shutting me down. It's like, yes, I told you, you need to get on Twitch. Yeah. Well, I don't know what that Twitch is. Like, okay, well, I'm trying. Yeah. But yeah, we don't have that camaraderie here. I've never seen it, which it's always surprised me. Because as you can tell, I like to be like, hey, hi, how are you? I'm very friendly. So, especially when I'm starting.
Well, there you go. If the borders open up on August 8th, come visit the Extendamix party.
And as crappy as our country has been these past few years with that freaking orange Oompa Loompa that we let be in charge, I'm ready to get out of here. It's like, maybe it's time for Canada. Somebody, please give me a citizenship, please. I'm ready to get out of here.
See, and I went the opposite direction. I'm still a Canadian citizen, but anyway, it's not about me. But so but you think you'll actually stream at your events moving forward if the opportunity presents itself?
What I would like, I'm hoping that a couple of things. I've told the management, there's new management at the club that I used to work at, and some of the people that have gotten to be friendly with them already have told them what I'm doing, and I'm hoping I might be able to get them to, on their TVs, show my stream until the dance floors open up again. It's like, you have customers out on your deck and patio. Maybe you can show my stream on Sundays, so at least they have a T-dance feel going on, even though they're not dancing. And then when the clubs actually open back up, we can go back in. And I would love to figure out how to do both, to be at the club. Now, I know that Virtual DJ will stream. I could stream directly, but it would only be showing the videos. But I would want to figure out how to have both. I would want to hopefully try to figure out how to have an actual camera.
You could do that.
What's doing, and so I'm sure it's something to figure out. It's like, John, well, how do we do this?
No, it's super easy because I use Virtual DJ, and it's just, you could download a custom skin in there, and then you pop in your external camera, and boom, you hit a couple buttons, and you're done.
I think it also depends on internet, though. And
that's a big thing too.
I know the club did not have good internet when I was there, so I have no idea. That's the thing. It's like, you guys are going to have good internet connection if we're going to do it. But I would try to convince them because, hey, it's good. People, it's a stream. People are going to say, this is happening now. Hey, you guys, let's go out to the club. Look at what they're doing.
Yeah.
I would think they would want that. So that's where I'm hoping it leads from there. And then, of course, just the regular events all coming back, because if all my regular events, gay bingo, mom prom, pride, all of those, and weddings and stuff, I would be more than enough busy between that and doing this. But I would like to keep doing this because I love the Twitchverse. I love all the people that I've met. I'm trying to see all the comments. I'm sorry, I'm not saying people are commenting. I'm sorry, I'm not responding. It's not that easy.
What are your favorite things about Twitch?
When I'm watching, I'm always like, why aren't they responding to the chat? It's like, oh, now I see why. That's not easy.
Yeah,
but RTD says to come down on the 8th of August and be part of the Extendamix. It's like, it's going to be up to Canada, but if Canada says yes, I'm there in a heartbeat, you know it.
I'm still waiting for my invite, just throwing that out there. But
we have security at the borders, making sure Staples doesn't come back over.
Yeah, asking for
subscription there, Staples, and Extendamix. I'm sure the border will open up with open arms with you as soon as you.
Brad. We traded you from some hockey pucks and some hockey sticks, so you're not coming back.
That's harsh, man.
Mark D says, ever thought about doing grocery store anthem show?
He means like DJJ online.
He's basically he's ripping off on Jay.
But I mean, to me, grocery store anthems means Muzak, and it's like, I certainly don't want to play Muzak. But
have you not seen
songs that were turned into Muzak?
Well, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but DJJ on Saturday mornings, that's what he does. You've seen it? Okay, cool.
He's DJing at Costco or Walmart.
Walmart and stuff,
I love anybody that puts a nice backdrop and makes it fun. I mean, the ones I hate. Sorry if anybody here does this.
I'm one.
I hate the ones that are just showing their it's like here's my mixer board and maybe a video or maybe just a backdrop. Like I just
wanted to put that on the channel so at least everybody can see that somebody's welcoming me back into the country. Thank you.
Take that one off and
Love
son
Bunny,
of a bitch.
I don't know if I said it to you enough, but Love Bunny, I love your name. I love your Love Bunny. How can you not love that? I love you too, Mary, but I love Love Bunny. That's just a great name.
With
Vince,
3 V's. With 3 V's.
The 3 V's, of course. That's one of Dan's angels, by the way. But Vince, do you have any stories, horror stories of anything interesting that's happened to you during a live event?
You know, I was
horror stories, but just
just something interesting. Yeah.
That one thing, it's just like it's so depressing. Remember that one guy that he
died? Yeah.
There's only one.
That one.
Hi, Lexi.
One that I've ever had that I will, for some reason, I may have had some others, but actually, no, there was 2. That actually, now that I think about it, that second one really, really bugged me. I did an event for an anniversary for an older couple, and the wife had arranged everything in the venue and the songs, and I was very specific that, hey, I'm doing video, so I want to make sure, it's like, I don't want to have to throw up something where the video goes blank. So if there's any songs that are specific, I want to make sure I have them ready. If there's not something I already have in my collection, I want to put something together. And she gave me this list, and I said, okay. I said, do you need me to play all of these, or are these just like suggestions? And she's, oh, no. She said, they're just like suggestions. And I said, and so there's none of these that you absolutely have to hear that are like, this is a special song that we're going to do this. No problem. I'm like, okay. So I tried to pick it based on how much time, and I wanted to make sure, I don't want to do all Beatles or all Rolling Stones. I want to make sure I get a variety, so it's nice and mixed. So I only picked a couple, where they listed 6 Rolling Stone songs. I only picked 3 of them that I was going to put together. Well, of course, I get there, and their son-in-law, who is the biggest asswipe on the planet and drunk and just the rudest person ever, comes up to me and says, when are you going to play this? When are you going to play this? And I'm like, oh, well, I said, that's actually not on my playlist tonight. And they're like, are you fucking kidding me? That's my mom and dad's favorite song. You mean to tell me you don't have this song? What kind of fucking DJ are you? And I'm just like, whoa, back off. It's like, excuse me. Yeah. You didn't hire me. And it's like, you better get out of my face, because I just don't do this. Mm-hmm. No, I don't treat anybody that way, and nobody treats me that way. I will shut down immediately. So he just kept coming at me. So unbeknownst to him, here I am. I get on my phone, I get a hotspot, and I get onto my website where I get MP3s, and I get the song. It's like I'm working it so that I can put this and get it into Virtual DJ and make sure I've got this song and I can get it played. And he keeps coming up to me while I'm doing this. And I was just like, dude, you need to back away and leave me alone. You have no idea what's happening right now. Yeah. So I did it, and I play the song. He never comes up to apologize to me. But at this point, it brings me down. It's like, it's hard for me to be happy and peppy Vinnie now, because you've treated me like such an ass. It's just, it just drains you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Then he comes up, his wife, the daughter, is a Beatles fan. And I'm like, oh yeah. I said, I have got you. Don't worry. I got you covered. And what I did was, not only did I have a couple of Beatles, but I did the Beatles Stars on 45 with all the different Beatles videos. It's a 15-minute thing that I put together, and everybody usually goes bananas. I usually get lots of tips for it because it's pretty cool. I started playing this, and he started yelling at me from the word go. He's like, dude, play the whole fucking song. Dude, quit. Like, would you please play the whole fucking song? Why do you keep cutting these songs apart? He's like, oh my God. And it's the same guy. And so I completely shut down. I was so upset and angry because I put a lot of work into any show. I want everybody to love the theme. I want people to have fun. I never want anybody to feel like that. And I take it very personal. And it was awful. It made me feel so horrible. And on top of it, he got online and put a Google review about how I was the worst DJ ever. And at that point, I was done. I contacted her. I said, okay, I don't know if you're aware of this, but your son-in-law, and she's like, oh my God, we're so embarrassed. We had no idea. It's like, well, he also gave me a bad review. Next day it was taken down. I was like,
oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I never want to talk to any of you ever again.
Yeah, you don't need that. There's always one, though, right? There's always one wherever you go. You can't. That's a shame that there's people out there like that that just constantly bitch and complain, just almost sometimes to hear themselves talk at the end of the day.
The other one was a bridezilla. It was an Indian wedding, Indian with the dot, not Native American. And they have very lavish, beautiful things. And I was so excited to do this. We was doing it in a train station, though. And I told them when they hired me, I said, okay, this is very echoey in here. This used to be a train station. So I would suggest you really should spend the extra money, and we should double the amount of speakers so we don't have to turn them up. We have it covered. And no, we'll be fine. I think we can find it's not in our budget. And I'm like, okay, we'll do it with just 4 speakers. But, I'm just telling you, lo and behold, we get to the part where her dad is speaking so from the heart into the microphone. And first of all, he won't keep the microphone up to his face. And his accent is so heavy and it's echoing. Nobody can understand what he's saying. And of course, she blames it all on me. And not only that, everything else that goes wrong is like my fault. And I actually came up to her at one point to try to help fix things and find out. And I heard her tell the people, yeah, well, we hired the worst fucking DJ in the world. He's horrible. I don't know where this guy. And I'm like, I'm listening. I'm standing right here.
Yeah, I can hear you.
And then she had a fit and went off and locked herself in the bridal room.
Oof.
And none of us knew. She stayed there for an hour. And the guests were like, what's happening? I'm like, we're supposed to start dancing now, but I really don't know because she's having a pouty fit. And I thought it was because she was drunk as well. They got drunk before the ceremony ever started. So I was dealing with a drunk bridezilla.
Oh my gosh.
Any sense. So I finally just said, okay, guys, it's time to dance. I turned on the dance music. It's like, I'm done. Whatever. Here we go.
It's funny. You go ahead, Mike. Go.
What's the best gig you've ever done? Let's spin it on a positive.
The best gig is the one I do every year, which we luckily did online to somewhat success this year, was my mom prom. I love Pride Parade. I love Gay Bingo is always super fun as well. But the mom prom, it's my jam. Oh my God. It started off small 13 years ago. And the lady that runs it, she had dealt with some people that had postpartum depression. Get people that hi.
She's going to prom soon too.
They want to see that, not this. They want to see
what?
That.
Yeah, once Presley comes onto the camera, the show is hers.
That's Disco Vinnie.
Let's all say hi to Presley. We'll take a moment and say hi to Presley. Come on.
There we go.
Hey,
there we go.
Presley, are you looking forward to your prom?
You're not shy.
Say hi.
Presley, do you like glitter?
No.
Did you say no?
I said yes.
More.
Presley, is your dad your favorite DJ? Yeah.
Yeah. Did he pay you to say that?
Yeah.
My dad is working.
Yeah, my dad is working, right?
Yeah, he's working right now.
Yeah.
He's working on getting a better phone.
Presley, what's your favorite song?
And there's the wifey. Look there.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Thanks for sharing.
Deadhead, right? Deadhead.
Deadhead.
She's the Deadhead, right?
That's the Deadhead. That's right.
There.
Yeah.
What is she singing? Old MacDonald?
Twinkle, twinkle,
and twinkle,
twinkle, twinkle.
Love it.
Twinkle,
Love it. My two favorite songs.
Glitter. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That's glitter.
No.
Like glitter.
Good tie-in there. That was a good way to tie it in.
Let her sing. Sing it. We're all listening.
Disco Vinnie, this is his time to shine, so we have to say.
Sorry.
I'm perfectly fine
He's
sharing
like
with
your dad. Takes the spotlight.
There you go.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah,
good
now
seeing you
I'm
guys.
going to get that requested tomorrow on the show. Great.
Yeah, Twinkle Twinkle. 10,000 points.
Guy, we got to go in there and do
Marky D, you got to put it up on the site now. I got to play it tomorrow.
She's
We need a redrum.
as you, Mike.
Oh, dude, she's super cute.
She's the greatest, honestly.
Anyway, Mom Prom, yeah, it started off as, and this woman who runs it had been to some of my event gigs and loved what I did, and so she hired me. She says, "Now, do you want to do this? Because it's going to be all women." And I'm like, "Well, I'm there. It's still going to be pretty much all women, so that should be just fine. I think it'll be good." So we did this Mom Prom, and I helped them, and it was to benefit Prenatal Support Washington, which deals with the people that have depression after giving birth. And yeah, she was a cause that was close to her. So we did it. I think we had maybe 100 people the first time, and it's all ladies, all in prom dresses, they're drinking and dancing together. And when you get ladies in their 30s and 40s, and
look out, yeah.
Drinking and in prom dresses, and I mean, I have videos of it. It's just hilarious. Where I turn the music off, and they're like, "Ooh, heaven is a place on earth." I didn't need to play it. You guys are doing it.
I hope they sing it better than that.
In a club, it's like you never get people love it. It's like they are loving the music and loving life, and then after 4 hours, they go outside and vomit on the sidewalk, and it's great.
Oh,
but now after 13 years, it sells out in like 10 days. And so there's always 400 people in attendance. And up until COVID, that was my favorite gig because it was just nothing but fun.
Okay, here's a quick question for you. Sorry if you're going to go a different direction, Staples, but
no, go.
Do you have a go-to song that starts, and maybe every DJ, I should ask every DJ this, but a go-to song that starts your dance floor? Like you're number one. Like I'm thinking of mine, but your go-to, you play it at every show. Doesn't matter what it is. Especially I'm thinking about this Mom Prom one.
It really depends on the crowd in the event. I wouldn't say there is just one that always. Yeah. Actually, I should.
You got to start somewhere, and maybe it's just me.
There is one that seems to be. It almost fits pretty much any good crowd or event, but I mean. A lot of events, some events like Mom Prom, you don't start off for the first hour. People are drinking and getting into the mood. So you're playing stuff that they're actually watching and hearing. It's like, and then about an hour into it, all of a sudden people are on the dance floor. Then you it's like, okay, now we got to put one in here that's really going to get the jam going. Same thing at a wedding. And you're doing a wedding. It's usually after your first dance is when you invite everybody up to the dance floor. A lot of those cases, it's Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen is gold.
Dancing Queen and or Brick House.
Oh, nice. I like that one.
Yeah. What's the one?
Mine is Build Me Up Buttercup because Marky D says so.
Oh.
That's his ongoing run on joke for about.
As he says, what's the Glee one? It's like, yeah, that works too, but that's definitely later. We don't usually start with that, but Don't Stop Believing is also that's definitely later in the night, and everybody is on the dance floor when they recognize Don't Stop Believing. Everybody.
Just to go to, even I'll ask the panel like Thomas and Dan and Staples. I mean, do you guys have a track that's kind of like maybe a staple like a ABBA? That's perfect. ABBA would go into pretty much anything, and it's a nice mid tempo to get people just get them on the dance floor. You're not hitting them with a rager, but you're hitting them right there in the pocket. Is there one that you guys may have that?
For me, Jackson 5 is a great one. Want You Back.
Want You Back, or ABC,
right?
ABC is usually pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, and if the crowd is not having the 40s and 50s, if it's a younger crowd, I usually will start with Crazy in Love. Beyonce.
See, I also have another one that I do quite often at weddings and everything. And you guys are going to think, wow, this is a little extreme. But I do Dance a
the Greek?
No. Yeah,
sorry.
Greek ones. I do Dance a Kuduro.
That's your That's your starter?
Yep. I hit him hard.
Fair?
Yeah,
works. Thomas?
Marky D says Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, that's a good one, but I usually do that later in the evening. It's not a starter for me, but that's definitely a good one.
Mine would be MJ, Fly Me to the Moon. No.
Mine's past the duchy.
No. Mine is
We Are Family is another good one.
Cats got me. I do Uptown Funk. Or I'll do usually Uptown Funk.
Definitely.
Then I go into Don't Stop Till I'm Getting Enough, Michael Jackson.
Uptown Funk, 24K, and of course September.
I do September too sometimes, yeah. And I this wicked remix of "Don't Stop Believing" by it's B&L's group or something. I wish I had a video for it, but it's more of a dancey version. I go into that after, and people just go freaking nuts.
Yeah,
send that to me, guy. I want to hear that.
Every event's gonna.
I'll play it for you after we go off. I'll play it for you. I have it on the computer. It's such a kick-ass song.
Yeah,
I wish I could make a video of it. But I'll talk to him after about it.
My husband said the chicken dance. It's like, no. Never.
What are the songs? Okay, what songs are on your do not playlist? I always tell clients, I always say songs that I usually, even if you want to put on your do not playlist, but I will never play them, are things like that, or songs like that, like Chicken Dance and things.
Cupid Shuffle.
Cupid Shuffle, yeah.
Macarena.
Achy Breaky Heart.
Oof.
Macarena. It's like none of those. It's like, if you need a dance to tell you how to dance, then I'm
okay. What about
the twist? What about the twist?
Hold on, no. The twist is different. Twist is different.
What
about? And I'm going to ask you specifically, Vinny, YMCA.
You know, I've played that forever. Again, it depends on the crowd. I mean, especially if you've got a gay crowd or if it's a pride event, you definitely play YMCA, and it gets them. They all have to do it. They all have to do the letters. Everybody. Yeah. They want, especially if they're at a drunk stage, they love it.
And of course, he's got an exclusive remix of that somewhere up his shirt. That's probably better than ours put together.
I've got a couple. I haven't done my own version, but I've got a couple of mixes that I love.
Yeah.
Can we hit on that? Huh? Can we hit on that on your version? So you've done a lot of remixes of songs and everything like that as well. How long have you been remixing music for?
Well, that's a weird. I did it. I've done it for probably a decade. But I started it back using GarageBand back in the day because I'm always been on Apple, and that was kind of the thing to use. But it was pretty good, but it wasn't great. So a lot of those remixes I don't share. I mean, they pass for people that just want to listen to music. They think it's great, but to me, I'm not thrilled with it. But then I found Ableton, and then I found Freddie G, and I started using Ableton, and once I found Freddie, I was like, "Oh, okay, you remix the music. We like the same music. Nobody else does yacht rock. I haven't heard anybody else do this kind of music, and I love what you're doing to it because you're keeping the integrity of the original song, but making it clean, fresh, and making it mixable, and that's what I want to do." Yeah. So he was gracious enough to take me under his wing, and he gave me some nice lessons to teach me things I wasn't aware of with Ableton, and between that and what I know now, I'm mixing like crazy. That's all I seem to be doing now, which is fine. I love it.
Nice.
Listen, this gets you because of Twitch and because of the remixes that you're putting on and platforms like Extended Mix that are making you an exclusive kind of, or not exclusive, but one of the remixers for Extended Mix. You're going to be worldwide because every DJ sees the Disco Vinnie remix by, and how many people are on Extended Mix, and how many DJs I bet you every DJ that is on Twitch right now will know who you are, and I think that's a pretty that's a pretty if you're saying bars, Twitch has brought you to a bar. And I think you're not just from our Canadian fans, and of course you have Australia and Brazil you mentioned earlier, but I think, I think if you threw a party now, I think you have some clout. I think you could throw something in New York. I think you could throw, granted with the right DJ promoting and saying, hey, this is the guy, and I think you're off to something really, really special once this all kind of fizzes.
And I that's very sweet of you to say. I hope that's the case. I do sometimes wonder, and it's probably because I've always been terrible about pushing my own brand. I mean, my husband always has to do it because I just want to do the entertaining part. I want to be doing that part of it. I hate the whole, here's my business card, or who's your boss here? I hate doing that end of it. So I'm bad about it. And I'm probably not doing something because I feel like, for the amount of shows and all the prep and the overlays and the presentation that we're doing, I feel like I should have more viewers, but I have a lot of shows where there's still only there's 15 people there. It's like, God, where are you all? I almost have 1,000 followers. Like, where are you? So I'm obviously don't do something right in that realm, which I probably should figure out. But yeah, like you said, I've always felt like I could DJ anywhere. It's just a matter of getting people to know. It's like, hey, have you seen me? This is what I can do. It's a little different than probably what your other DJs do that are up in the booth like this. I'm actually going to be out of the booth going, hey, how are you? What's going on tonight? You want to be in the camera? Woo! If you want to DJ like that. So I love Loki lockpicks as I consider people huge. I do too. I used to consider that huge, but now I've had Mike Harding, so now that's
Pause. You're the Bizarro Vinny, DJ Vinny Vegas wants to know how many wigs that you have.
I have no idea. They're literally boxes, and there's stuff that I haven't worn forever. Everything's in a Ziploc bag labeled. It's like, who was this? This was Katy Perry. This was blah blah blah. I have no idea.
Do you think you have more wigs than Victor has masks?
I was just going to say that.
I don't know. There's probably a tight race there.
I think that would be a great. Yeah.
I was going to say, asking Victor, who's actively in the chat. Victor, if you had to guess how many masks you had, how many do you have? I want to find out. I want a number so then we can ask Vinny if he thinks he's got as many, if not more.
No, I don't.
Well, Victor did say for wigs, he said I have 12 wigs as a comparison. So I'm sure you have more than 12 wigs.
He's got 100 wigs. He's got 100 masks.
He's got 100 masks, he says.
Wigs behind me. I'm not even counting the wigs that aren't in this room.
When I first saw, I've said it before and I'll say it again. When I first caught you, you had a wig on. I'm like, wow, this guy's got like Andy from WKRP feathered hair.
That's my favorite wig because that's actually very similar to the hair that I had. And what cracks me up is I bought that through Paula Young. It's like, what woman would wear this as their hair?
Wow.
When you say the wigs in the room, do you mean your room or StreamYard room here?
No.
Okay. Nobody caught that. It's okay.
Oh yeah, we know. We got it. Hey, Vinny, real quick. We do this thing as I don't know if you're familiar, but we do a little quick segment called "Show Me Yours and I'll Show You Mine." So and I think we might have asked you this one time before when you're just kind of hanging out. Can you show us your stuff? I said it that way. I said it that way on purpose. I'm not going to lie. No.
I need a little time to fluff things. I'm just
I know. No, but can Buzz, can we see your stuff? No, can we see? I know you got the green screen behind you, but can you show us a little bit of how your stream? Oh, there you go. Nice.
That's awesome.
That looks like Tom's wig.
Yeah.
This is very hairspray.
I don't know.
When we're doing Broadway, this is my hairspray wig.
Oh, that's glorious.
Yeah.
But is there any way to show us your setup? I mean, obviously we see you got the green screen behind you.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, it's my computer. I have no way it's my computer. I'd have to turn it on.
What kind of mixer do you use?
It's a Denon, the MC6000 MK2, although
that's what I use.
Time for a new one. I've loved it. I've been using it forever, but the goddamn slide bar, and I've read now that this is a problem that they're all having. The slide bar is starting to, when you go to the very end, it starts to bleed into the other side, which is really shitty and makes it sound terrible. And you can't open it up. They did not make it so that you could replace that part, which is stupid. In the new versions, it's got two little screws. You open it up and you can replace the slider.
I just shut it. I shut off the crossfader altogether on that. I have the same board. I just shut it off because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, how do you mix if you're not using the crossfader?
He doesn't.
Volumes.
That's right.
Shots fired. That's how I DJ. I use my volume faders. I don't use my crossfader.
I'm using the channel. I'm using the channel volumes. I'm using the stems. I'm removing. Mike Harding knows in VDJ you can remove the vocals or you can remove the instruments themselves where it's just vocals.
I got
little tricks.
I got rid of that. It was weird when that update came out, and of course they do a great job of updating your stuff without telling you what's going to change. And don't ever go into a DJ system and change their main settings without telling them, especially before they have a show to do.
OBS did it to me. That's why I was late on the raid train.
I had no idea, and all of a sudden I I have no vocals. It's like, there's no vocals in what's going on. And then I read, it's like, oh, they've added this thing called stems. It's like,
yeah.
Thank you for taking my vocals out without telling. So I shut it off because I didn't want it.
I love it. I love it.
Do that in my own mixes, but I don't want it live. It's just, I don't know. I didn't like it live. I didn't like the way it sounded.
Okay.
I'm really happy with the virtual DJ business as I've been playing with it for a while now. You guys have all touched. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have been flirting with the virtual DJ world, and I'm quite enjoying it, to be quite honest. I do like the stems, and I'm a Serato guy through and through. But to give it a shot, I think you would need a solid shot. Give it at least a month of playing on it, and it may sway you to stop using Serato and going into virtual DJ.
Yeah, I have been virtual DJ from the start, mostly because I always did video. I've always been a VJ as opposed to a DJ, and it was way back when it was the only thing you could use. Nobody else was doing video.
Yeah.
So they've always been the first one where you could mix video, which was important to me, and I've been with them ever since.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and because I'm using controllers and things like that, I do have a new purchase, a Rain 1, which I paid for out front. I put my money down. I don't even have it in my hands. I've just thrown money at them. So I'm looking forward to having that because Virtual DJ supports it. So I'm curious to see how that is going to be.
Yep.
So very excited.
Tom, you're muted, guy. I know you're trying to talk, but you're muted.
Sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring in one more moderator / guest. We all know who he is. He's part of he is Extendamix. He's the reason we get these great videos on his site.
Holy paid commercial.
And yeah, paid commercial. Paul, no, okay. We're gonna bring in DJ
so great.
the Euro King, the King of Freestyle, the King of Yacht Rock, the King of Old School, Mr. Don Juan himself.
Oof.
Oh, that was
there he is. How about a round of applause, Mr.
Marky D.
Don't worry, Tom. The check's in the mail.
No shit.
Nice.
Holy cow! How much did they pay you for that one? Holy!
I can add some free credits to his account. I think my head's disappearing. I think I have a green screen effect going on.
I like
your Toronto Maple Leaf hat disappeared.
Yeah.
Or was that just them?
Yeah.
First of all,
they disappeared. That was
Hey, this is different. I'm not used to being on top of Marky D. So
Hi-yo. So that's what I want to know. Marky D and Vince, did you know each other before Twitch?
No. Marky D found me. I
was in Freddie G's Rage Train.
I thought it was Eli. I thought it was Eli who found.
I don't know what the deal is with the green screen thing that keeps disappearing.
You should take that hat off anyway. And
I like it. It's kind of cool.
Look, Mark. There you go. Look at that. Victor Dancer said he's about to start giving you a bunch of money.
The guy just turn off the green screen setting. You don't have a green screen on anyways. Just turn off the setting.
I don't know what's going on here. How do I turn it off?
Click on cam mic settings.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I was in Freddie's stream, and he played this mix of Tara Kemp. Just want to hold you tight, and I was like, "Hey, is that yours?" And then Disco Vinnie found me, and he's like, "No, that's mine." And I was like, "Who is this guy?" Like. I was like, why? Who's this guy? And I was like, okay, fine. He's like, do you want me to send it to you? So I said, well, send me a list of about 5 or 6 that you have. And then he sent me a list of like 10 or 15. And I was like, there's some good tracks on there that like nobody's touched. Like there was Olivia Newton-John, The Best of Me, and like a whole bunch of random things, right? Double Captain of the Heart. And I was like, nobody's ever touched these tracks. So I was like, send me these 5. And he sent them, and I listened, and I was like, this is good. This is what we need, because this is outside the box. It's outside of the regular tracks that we're all hearing. And then I was looking through the list, and I remember sending the list around to, like, a couple DJs. I was like, I sent it to Thomas, and Thomas was, like, going through them all, and there's a lot of random, obscure 80s. And I sent it to Scratch, and I'm like, highlight the ones you want. I think that he sent it back. It was, like, 4 that were not highlighted. I was like, I can't get everything. But I sent it around to a few DJs, and I was like, let me know if some of the ones you want. But I wanted it because some of the ballads and some of the rare stuff was in it. And originally, I personally kind of fell in love with more of the ballads. So I would be telling, more of like a big, huge sort of emphasis on some of the ballads. And even guys like Mike and Thomas were like, it's good stuff, but I don't play ballads, right? So I need more upbeat stuff. And I was like, well, he's got the upbeat stuff. I'm just not doing it. So that's why when he does his Friday shows and his Sunday shows, I'm like, you know what? Send me that stuff too. Because even if it's there, it's, you know what I mean?
I try to tell him, it's like, trust me, people are going to want this one. Get this one. Take this one.
And there's a lot of songs that I listen to his show. And I'm like, I need that. What is that? Because I don't know everything by name. Like, we've far surpassed my musical knowledge. But then there's a lot of songs he sends, and I'm like, see, I wouldn't touch that. So I don't spend the time on doing it. And then there's a bunch of stuff that I put in his Dropbox that he says, I don't know that. So I'm not going to, not a priority on the list. So, I give him some suggestions, here and there, and he puts some up, and we chat during the week, and I have a running text file, and we come up with a bunch of stuff. He comes up with more tracks that are more obscure, which he finds. But yeah, that's how Tara Can't Pull Me Tight. That was the one that Freddie played. But what I like about Vinnie is he leaves the song intact. Freddie likes to just randomly add pieces for no reason, take out verses, and just make it more of a unstructured remix, whereas Vinnie will just take the album version and just run it.
Well,
intro, outro.
I do like to add things, usually just to the intro and to the outro. But once you get into the bulk of, the main piece of the song, I like to try to leave it intact. Maybe add a stutter or a little drop, just some cute little break here or there. Oh, this is not just regular. It is a little
The a cappella intros are definitely good. They're very, very good. If they work in the song, they're definitely good.
If I can find the acapella, I am in heaven, and it's so hard to find the acapellas to these things, especially when you're dealing with old stuff. I had to talk with my brother about bringing on and branding another remixer. So we had Master Chic, we have and we had Freddie G, like Digital Visions, right? And then I asked them specifically, like, if we're gonna bring one on and brand it, the way we're going to do it is we're going to add one per day, every single day. And we do the same thing with digital. It's one per day, every single day. So from a branding standpoint, it becomes like it's repetition. You're not going to add 50 in one shot and let everybody go through the credits. It's literally one a day. And that's kind of the way we wanted to brand it. One a day, two a day, and just let it run. And I remember just through the site, just scratches like, who's this Disco Vinnie guy? Like, where are these mixes coming from? Like, what's going on? And Jay was the same thing. And that's the story of my life.
That's how you brand it.
I've always gone somewhere and people have seen my performance and they're like, my God, who is this? Why have I not? It's like, I don't know why you haven't heard of me because I'm terrible at branding myself.
Yeah. So, we have that. So we got Master Chic, Digital Visions, Disco Vinnie, and I guess Pete Down's the other one.
Pete Down,
yeah. And Pete Down, same thing, right? I send him a track every Thursday, usually a Thomas Hall request, and he just does extended because he has done some great yacht rock stuff, but he wants to do kind of the 80s thing, right? So this week he did a great one by the Eagles. And most of the time he's just doing some of the Canadian bands.
Yeah, yacht rock is definitely my thing. I am the captain. My yacht rock outfit's right there. So yeah,
put it on. Let's see it.
Oh,
come on, it's right there. Do it for God's sakes. Don't make us wait.
That's all you're getting is a hat.
That's all right. Looks good.
Ready to go.
You should put that on and just walk through the airport. Like we tell Jay, dress up in your Walmart stuff and go into Walmart and I'm here for work.
Just walk in and start rearranging shelves.
I have worn many a costume and a wig in an airport. I guarantee.
So it's no big deal. Just put on the full pilot outfit and go.
Great when you're on a plane. People, I try to tell people, it's like, if you're depressed or sad or it's like, trust me, just put a freaking costume on. Lighten up. If you dress up in something, you will be amazed how much fun you have, how many people approach you, and it's
yeah, we're going to now call you Captain Vinnie.
When I take my costume off, life gets a little more boring.
Well, Thomas dressed up as a mirror ball, so he's looking good up there.
Yeah, I like that.
He's only got one, though.
The other one.
Mark, what's going on with your dog?
Mary Kay country. That is my next goal. Is to Olivia Newton-John. We're one step away from having Olivia Newton-John on my show. I cannot wait to make it happen. I'm hoping in August it happens.
What's going on with you, Joe?
That was the other weird connection through Twitch as well. That I ended up meeting Olivia Newton-John's ex-husband through some circumstance. Became a fan of my show and immediately said hello in person. All right, now I'm hearing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's acknowledge the dog in the room, shall we?
Let me just put my mic up. Let me put my mic on mute here.
Everybody put your pet in the mix. There we go. Where did he go?
I don't know, he disconnected his camera, not his
Yeah. Tom, show us your bird. Everyone's showing an animal. Show us your bird.
Mike, do not show me the bird.
Where's your dog go, Mark?
He's right here, just off camera.
Bring him on camera. Why not? Hold on, Vinny. I'm sorry. Let's see if your dog sees Mike Harding's dog and see what they do to each other on the camera.
See if they fall in love.
No, you don't want to see what they're going to do to each other on the camera.
They like dry hump each other on this. Look at Harding. Your dog looks like he's cute. He's just poor, lost.
Our dog,
Harding, your dog looks like he's sick of sleeping on the friggin' couch.
Here, I'll put
Sorry. Inside joke, sorry.
Oh my God.
I just noticed Xanadu 2020 is out there. Xanadu 2020, you are fabulous. I just want to let you know that. You said Captain Vinny. He is one of my mods along with Mary, and we have this running gig that whenever there is a big guitar riff and a song, we both have an emote that has guitar, so we guitar off all over the screen, and it's super fun. Thank you for doing that. It makes my day every time we do it.
Oh yeah, Vinny, where's your dog?
Oh, somewhere. I have no idea.
Look, Tom's got his bird. There's the bird.
There it is. There's the guitar off.
It's like a whole new segment. Yeah, Eli said it. It's a new segment. Show us your animals. What do you got?
Oh, he doesn't want this.
I got a gimp in the basement, but I can't take the camera down there.
I have a cat upstairs. She's staying upstairs.
Can you see that?
Vinny's dog.
Can you see this?
Show us your animals. There's Carolyn in the background.
Call me Dr. Do Nothing with all these animals.
There. Who is that?
Even my dog loves the mustache.
Who is that?
Yeah. Apparently you got peanut butter behind your ears too.
You fucking killed it today, man. I can't.
Tell my wife
can't, man.
All right, that's it.
I'm sorry. We just took a turn.
Oh, man.
Poor Tom's got a nice, delicate bird.
Tom's got a parrot.
He's just petting his bird.
Does he repeat everything you say, or what?
Yeah, he says this.
It's not a parrot.
Fuck you.
It's a green tea conure.
Is he the guy that does that retro mix drop? Yeah, I was in there.
The voice. That's the voice.
He
Yeah.
He does all my voice work for my show.
If you look at it,
story part,
it sounds like the one that would say, "You're listening to Retro Mix." Like that.
Exactly.
Sounds like a bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Did you say you bought the Rain mixer?
No, that was Mike. Mike, that was your boy.
moment. We were talking about animals.
Sorry, we veered off a little bit there. Sorry, with the animals and the peanut butter and stuff. And
my husband was curious what your thoughts on the Rain were.
I don't have it yet. It's on back order, so I've been waiting. I've purchased it. I own it, but I don't have it in my hand. You know, like
pause.
Like your Coors Organic. What the hell?
I moved on to look. I moved on to this one. This is great too. You want a good
Summersby's awesome. What flavor is that one though? Turn
nobody
French side guy. We're in America right now. Turn it around.
All over there or something.
Oh yeah. Oh,
nobody ever.
Here you go. Sorry.
The blackberry. There we go.
This one is so darn good. It's like grape juice, and it's the best thing ever.
But you already finished the beer, and now you're on to a cider.
Oh, why not? Yeah.
Have you ever tried Dickens?
Something to keep up with this crowd.
It wasn't supposed to be that funny, but it was. I'm sorry.
Dickens is better than Summersby.
Vinny, what do you got? Is that Casamigo? Look at you.
Oh, it's actually Kirkland, which is Costco.
Oh,
and it's there in Añejo tequila, and it's amazing. It's I don't know where they do it, but
do we have tequila, Costco tequila here in Canada?
No, not here. Only in the U.S.
Oh, is it only in the U.S.?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's good. It's real good. But that's how bad the people watching my show are. I think I got this 2 weeks ago, and that's what's left because they always make me drink it on the show. They think it's funny. Let's get Vinny drunk.
They do. Who here has channel redemptions for drink?
Everybody.
I know. Vinny does. Thomas,
Tom does.
Hydrate the DJ.
Everybody on here has
just
not.
hydrate. Yeah.
I think that's the better question.
I stopped drinking a long time ago. But
yeah, you just showed the Palm Bay there. Let me see that Palm Bay again.
So Mark, last year Berry Blast was the drink. We posted it. We had it all
got 'em right there.
We got it for you for the birthday.
Marcus just sent me this one and said this is a drink for this year, for this summer.
Palm Bay. All right.
Raspberry.
Rainbow Twist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out with Vinny. At least he's drinking tequila, unlike the rest of you guys.
I love tequila. I got bottles of tequila. I love my tequila. Oh, there you go. I got.
What the fuck is happening to you people?
Guys, you got me
with
hooked.
you.
I don't even know how to
The Burger King, I'm out.
That's last year.
Yeah,
Thomas, you got me hooked on the freaking on the smoothie.
Yeah, but the berry blast is so much sugar. Those are good.
Yeah, this is so good.
I keep thinking you're saying Barry Bostwick for some reason.
This is the man that says
damn it, Janet.
As he has a triple extra large Wendy's Coca-Cola.
And for whiskey drinkers, that stuff is bomb.
Ooh, Mike,
vanilla whiskey.
Vanilla whiskey guy, it's so good.
All right, so I have
good.
I actually have a question for Vinny. Where did you get your videos before you started? Either before you met us or before you started making them yourself?
I've always just gotten them off of YouTube, or I found that a lot of times things were blocked in our country. So of course you do the whole VPN. Now I'm in Denmark, and what can I find?
Yeah,
I would just look for whatever it was, and a lot of times it was footage. It was footage from the artists that were on a show as opposed to a video. But a lot of the stuff. Thank you for Top of the Pop, and all of a sudden they came out and their stuff was just all over,
and it's fantastic quality.
Yeah, and it's good. And I'm like, oh my god, this looks. So I would use tons of their stuff, and
they sing it pretty true to the original track. Like there's not much. They're not much wavering, right? Whereas Midnight Special, they're a bit more.
You've seen Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm assuming the movie.
Yeah.
They go over and show, because that's who did the Killer Queen video was Top of the Pop, and they show the making. How much the guys are like, no, we want to play our instrument. Like, no.
You're gonna sing the album track. I think they lip sing it, right?
They lip sing it, and they hated that. They did not want to do that. So, and I'm sure there's a lot of artists that didn't like it. But it's like, no, you got to understand, you're making a video. It needs to look like the song.
Yeah, Midnight Special is good for them as well. Very good quality.
Yeah.
But the Top of the Pops, they did some great stuff, and they didn't stop in the 70s either. They kept going all the way through to almost to the 90s, right?
Yes. Yep. So yeah, I get a lot. I subscribe to them and message them, and I ask. There's still some that I cannot find to this day, which drives me nuts.
Do you have them on a DVD? Like I've got the DVDs, the best of. There's like 38 of them.
Yeah, I don't. I just ask you to send it to me because I know you have.
Which is just fine. I'll send it. But yeah, there's a few of them I'm missing too.
What I'd really like to get into, but nobody. I've messaged their Facebook. I've tried to contact them. American Bandstand.
They're hard to find.
A ton of archives of all the shows, and they have most of the songs that I'm looking for from back in the day, but there's no place to get them. You can't even watch them. They're blocked everywhere.
I've reached out to them, actually. My dad sang on American Bandstand.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to know more about that. That's fascinating. What was your dad? Who was your dad?
My dad used to sing with the Diamonds, but he had his own group, the Nobles and the Stereos. They changed their name in management, and they kind of got screwed up because they changed their name so many times. They kind of got left out.
Yeah.
So
kind of like Diddy.
I feel bad for it, but they sang on
his dad is James Brown.
On the Dick Clark show, Richard Clark show.
Yeah.
And I'd like to get that footage. I've reached out to them. I'd actually have their email. I'll show you the.
DJ Cat said the right thing is that the estate won't release them after he died because they used to be. In fact, the weird thing is I have a couple of DVDs that I downloaded from a site that I bought. So I've got a couple of them from 1978, which I've used a few of them. But when I went back to get more, no, gone. The website isn't even available. You can't. It's dead. So
yeah,
they just went the estate after he died. They just locked it all up, which is very frustrating because they've got a lot of great footage and it's good quality. Like I'm trying to get some Paul Davis stuff that they have, and I've looked it up everywhere. It's like, oh, there they were on American Bandstand, but I can't get it. So.
Well, I've actually bought the entire Beat Club set, so I've got those ones, and still even the Soul Train stuff. Like I've got most of it. I just can't get. I don't have the rest of it, right? And just some of it, you look on YouTube and you're like, I can't even find out what episode that is. So,
yeah. But no, yeah, it's just for a while it was just anywhere you could find it because it was so hard to find. Or I would buy the actual DVDs and burn them. I had some DVD services that I would get them from. They did some retro stuff. I can't remember the name of it now. I have them sitting around somewhere, but
RPI.
Luckily now it's all available. It's much easier to do now, especially with people like you, Marky, that are actually making a business out of it. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rock America was fantastic back in the day, and Intelligenics and all that stuff, right? So,
yep.
What's up, Staples?
The dog. I'm sorry, I get distracted so easily. I can't help it.
He just walks in the scene every now and then. And just
Squirrel. Like he's walking out, and then he's got his ass towards you, and then he's looking back like, yeah. So when you're like putting his ass on camera,
DJ T Green says, "Does Disco Vinnie come into the extended mix gathering?"
If the borders are open, you're invited.
I would love to. It's going to all be about the borders, so we'll have to see.
I think we should. I think we should be okay by then, but
yeah, and Mike's got an extra bedroom where you can stay, so it's all good.
I bet his wife is just waiting for that.
Well, does that invite extend to anybody in New Jersey that's Canadian or no?
You can say
asking for a friend.
You can stay at the disco, not disco. You can stay at Eli's place. He's got a massive estate, so you can stay there.
Yeah, I think your extended mix subscription qualifies for a ticket, so we'll have to see.
That's a monopoly right there. Yeah. Jesus,
Vegas
in due time.
Airport. Thank you, Vinnie Vegas.
Except for Mary, she doesn't have a subscription, but she's donated to Twitch, so. She donates through Twitch. So.
Good point.
I have a question about that, Mark.
I want to do a show with Vinnie Vegas so we can do push-ups together.
Are people allowed to do that? Can somebody like Mary get a subscription who's not a DJ or something like that? Can they get a subscription and just start grabbing music off you? So they don't have to be...
Because there's nothing that stops her from wanting to become a DJ. Essentially, right? Like there's no real barrier to entry, right? Like if your brother said, I want to take up this DJing thing. I mean, okay, these are the rules, follow them. Although it is targeted primarily to DJs, there is no real barrier to entry, right? Like if someone decides they want to become a DJ, we can't say, well, you have to be doing it for 6 months. You have to be playing 3 nights a week. Like,
right.
No,
I remember.
I see what you're doing, Vince. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, it could be just like Staples. Then he's not a real DJ,
not a real DJ,
but doing the videos. Yeah.
I remember when I was
like Tom being a great husband. Yeah.
When I subscribed years ago, this was well over 50 years ago. God, that was hilarious.
Touchdown.
Defend my honor here.
Your comments today.
Try the veal. I'm here all week.
I remember well over 15 years ago when I subscribed to another service, there was they asked me for proof of my company.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all in the sign-up form, right? Because the record labels want that data. They've never asked for it, but they've asked us to put it in there, right? I mean, whether they want to know if you're a club DJ or not. I mean, they get copies of everybody who's at least Canada gets copies of every user.
Yeah,
they get a list of all the users with email addresses that gets provided every single month. So.
Well, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put this out there. Prior to COVID, I subscribed to promo only, and then I stopped just because, obviously there's no point. It wasn't working. I'll I'm putting it out here. I will subscribe to Extendamix instead of promo only as things pick up for me.
Oh, dude, I'll send you every video you want. Whatever you want, just tell me.
All right. And by the way,
I don't promote that.
and by the way, I want to.
Marky D
Eli,
says thank you.
Marky D. Oh.
Eli just put in the chat.
Tomorrow, Tom's gonna go on the chat on his account, and he's like, "What the fuck? How come I can't log in?"
Yeah,
Blocked out, baby.
who downloaded fish heads on my account? So
If I
Eli,
could find that video, I would put it up.
see what I did there, Vince? So Eli put in the chat, your dog can subscribe. And then he says, and I don't say that as a mean thing. That's almost like the equivalent of saying you're an asshole, but no offense.
No. I understand. I understand what he means. There he is, right there. He's walking through the picture. But I understand what he means in terms of
Look at my ass.
In terms of like, there isn't really a barrier to entry, right? I mean, you are supposed to be one. But if Mary decided, hey, listen, I'm going to throw a party for, 30, 40 people, and I just want to have some background music on the TV, she could subscribe, download a bunch of videos, throw them on, whatever device, just a hard drive hooked up to a TV or a memory stick, depending on whatever we get, through a PlayStation, however you want to do it. There's nothing that really stops that, right?
She'll probably play better than him.
Yeah,
For sure.
It would, it's just
Tough crowd.
You get the videos. Now, she may not want extended. She may just want a bunch of radio edits. A lot of DJs do. That's fine.
Tough crowd. So, Vinny, I didn't get to ask you. I got one more official question, and then, whatever happens after that. But do you have any guilty pleasures?
Yeah, there's a guilty pleasure. He has a guilty pleasure.
My life. I'm not sure. Guilty pleasure. Huh.
Do it again.
Say goodnight, everybody.
To at the right moment.
Do it again. That's not
my Eli. I'm
stuck on that because I need to finish it. Gilmore Girls is currently my guilty pleasure.
I said a fact about Gilmore Girls. I think it was on my stream. Did you know that on Gilmore Girls, they purposely talk like 1.5 times faster because the writers, they wanted to get more content instead of doing a longer show so we can. Yeah.
Well, if you don't know it, you're not paying attention because every show is like this. And what did you say? Oh, I don't know. How did you just? I'm like, how do you respond to somebody that quickly?
Yeah.
You can't know what they were going to say.
Yeah.
Show of hands, everybody here on the group that's talking. Who watches the Gilmore Girls here? There we go. There you go.
I don't watch anymore, but I did.
That's what I was looking for.
All right.
I watched it because Sharon watched it.
I actually have a question for you guys. For each person in the chat, if you could get Disco Vinnie to remix any song, what would it be?
You're making more work for me. Thank you.
Well, I'm making more work for me too.
Hold on. We were nice enough to have you on the show. Maybe you should do a favor for us all.
Oh, that's true. One song for each of us.
One song for each of us.
One song for each of us, except Staples because he doesn't play the list.
You know what? No, you know what I'm going to do? Watch. This is what I do now. You sandbagging son of a bitch. There we go. You ain't the boss of me.
Obviously wants me to do the theme from Jaws. So.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know what I would ask for.
Oh, I thought you guys would all have one guilty pleasure in there. A song you want to play that you haven't extended for.
What is it, Tom?
I wanted him to do Strange Advance rerun.
But see, this is the thing. I wanted him to do another couple Canadian tracks, and outside of Dan Hill and a few of the other ones, if he wasn't familiar with it, it didn't get popped to the top of the list, right? I wanted to do a Rush Fuzzy one for one of Jay's shows. Color Me Bad, Forever Love. There was a bunch of them in there. The Dan Hill ones he did, obviously, because that was much bigger. But Strange Advance, I mean, it was just big here. I don't think it was that big. So, you wanted
how about some Tragically Hip?
Those Tragically Hips need to be redone. Just saying it right now while you're here, they need to be redone. Where am I going with this? Cats, what was that track I played the other night? Maybe it was last night. I said this needs a redrum, and I totally can't remember.
While you guys are thinking that, I'm just highlighting what people have said in the chat of things that they want to see.
You know what? I was in your chat when you said that.
Yeah, what was the song?
I made a note of it. I was like,
And there's another one that you have a live footage. I think it's the Doobie Brothers.
Pause.
Rock me a little while. I think that one is the live. You have a live mix of it. That definitely needs, because it's such a grooving song. My God, if you can find that, would be killer. You want me to go off? I can just go through my collection. All the Canadian stuff you guys are doing right now at Extended Mix, and whoever's doing it all.
I think so. Pete Down and Scratch are doing them. Scratch is doing all.
More Burton Cummings, but if you want me to,
Cummings was Vinnie, I think.
Oh, so I should cross those off. I was just putting them on my list. So you already have someone else doing them?
No, so Pete Down picks what we'll do whatever I give him, right? So he's the one that did like those Platinum Blonde stuff.
Yep.
Scratch went and did them.
Ooh. I mentioned the other day. I mentioned the other day. I had Tom play it on his show at noon, every day at noon Eastern Retro Mix. I had him play Crystal. Thank you. Crystal Castles with Robert Smith of The Cure. It's a cover. It's a cover of Platinum Blonde. I'm Not in Love, and the remake is really good. I actually asked if somebody could maybe do a mashup of the two songs together. What are the chances of that?
Disco Vinny is writing it down. So you see, I don't have the ability to sync it, but he can sync it. Like he has the ability to take the acapella, everything else, and sync it. He's the one that did the Elias. And he did the
Wordo Mike.
He's the one that did the Elias and the
Alias.
Alias?
Are you saying alias more than words can say?
Yeah, isn't that Elias?
No, it's alias.
It's alias, yeah.
What was
Elias is a wrestler.
It's not here. Look, it's not Elias. It's he's a wrestler.
What did
Alias.
Alias.
And the other one by
formerly known as Sheriff.
He was in a different group.
He was in Sheriff, was he not?
Sheriff.
When I'm with you.
When I'm with you.
Yeah, that has the great note at the end.
That's the longest note held or something, isn't it?
No, it doesn't beat Barbara and Donna. They've got it.
Oh, they do?
Enough is enough. Yeah.
Okay. So Retro Mix, which one did you pick?
Am I going too fast?
I'll send you the MP3 if you want. Strange Advance Rerun.
We have it on the site. We haven't extended already.
No, I know, but I'll just get Vinnie to do it myself, and I'll get the video taken care of myself.
That Platinum Blonde song you were talking about, I have a live footage from City Hall.
It's a good one.
Yep. Not in Love. That's a killer track.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody can mash up the remake with the original, that'd be great.
Well,
it might be hard though.
I'm too many people over talking each other. What is the mashup? It's who and who?
I'm Not in Love by Platinum Blonde is the original, and then the remake is by Crystal Castles with Robert Smith of The Cure.
Okay, so the original was done by. This isn't the 10cc. I'm Not in Love.
Platinum Blonde.
No, completely different. Yeah.
Platinum Blonde, Canadian group.
Yeah.
10cc is a great song, though.
I don't know if I have a video for that. So if you do the mashup, that would just be an audio only track.
Like somebody did a mashup of Criminal. Oh shit! What's that Michael Jackson song? Smooth Criminal. Somebody took the Michael Jackson version. I mean, I know it wouldn't be that easy with the Platinum Blonde and Crystal Castles, but somebody took the Michael Jackson. It's on YouTube with the Alien Ant Farm, and it's really really good. Well put together.
No, Alien Ant Farm covered that song on their own.
Yes.
With Cher,
but somebody made a mix of both. Yeah.
You did it with Cher and ABBA?
Cher, ABBA, Madonna, the hung up, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys all laughed when I played it. Everybody was like, where is that? I gave it to Marky D, and I'm not sure if he posted it.
Yeah, it had a big logo all over it, though.
That's true. It's my logo, though. So it's fabulous.
The bigger, the better.
Can you redo it without the logo somehow?
Yeah, that's just the video. I gave him the audio, so it's like, well, you can do your own video if you want.
Yeah, if you can do the video for me, that'd be great. That'd be great. It's like 3 songs or something.
Yeah. Well, the Cher part is just her logo because she doesn't have a video doing it.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember when you played that, we all went crazy for that.
DJ Cat's Wildflower? There already is a Wildflower. We have one from Freddie G, I believe.
Is that the Cult?
which is exactly what I would do if it's the Wildflower we're talking about.
No, there's a cult song that you guys are missing as well, or Extended Mix is missing for sure.
Is that who he's referring to as the cult?
I think it's the cult. Cats is on it, yeah. It's either that one. It's one of the big ones, though. It's like it's not like one of their regular tracks. I think you only have.
You mean the horse song, Wildfire? That's wild, and I've already done Wildfire. Don't you have that, Marky D?
Oh, is that like the '70s song?
Yeah.
Wildfire. Yeah, that's the one. I'm turning out. There's that dog again. I'm sorry.
But I've already done that one. Do you have that, Marky D?
Which Wildfire is it?
By Mike Murphy. Because that's the one he's wanting, and I've already done it.
No, what's the cult song? What do you have there?
Wildflower.
I have it from
Wildflower.
Special.
Wildflower. One of you guys. I'm going to bring up the girlfriend for a moment. One of her favorite songs growing up was.
Oh, you want the cult Wildflower?
If you only have a single, if you can put a redrum to that, that would be amazing. So it's either that song. I can't remember what one you have. You have one as an extended, and the other major hit off that album. You only have a single, and it surprises me. I'm like, whoa,
I don't have the cult Wildflower on the site. I can add it for you.
What's the ones you have there? I can tell you exactly what it is.
The cult's got 100 songs. Just call me tomorrow. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
But I still want to get that other song. It's a classic '70s one. I think, Mike, you played on your Sunday morning shows. It's a gentleman. He looks like he should be in 38 Special. He's got the long hair, but he's got red glasses on and a red leather suit. And it goes, Lydia, let go of the line. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody by that?
Sing it again.
No? Or he either says, baby, I wanna toe the line, or it's Lydia.
Oh, tired of towing the line.
Yes, thank you.
I have that. I've remixed it.
I need it. I need it for the girlfriend.
Actually, I take it back. I think I have one, but I think it's Freddie G's that I have.
Yes, because you know what? Katz is the one that plays it. Yes.
And I have the video. It's by Rocky Burnett.
There it is. Thank you. God bless Eli Katz, who, by the way, is pulling in Mike Harding. He's actively in the chat, but he refuses to come on camera.
I know. I was about to ask about that.
He's pulling in Mike Harding today.
Yeah.
Eli is a walking encyclopedia. They don't make DJs like that anymore.
No, I agree.
And Freddie makes everything for DJ Katz. Every time I mention something, he reminds me, Freddie made it for me.
Yeah.
You make me jealous. He loves Freddie G more than he loves Disco Vinnie.
Disco Vinnie, you make me 80s remixes, and I'll love you same.
I love.
He's got a couple coming. He's got a couple coming later on tonight. I'm gonna put them up.
Everybody welcome Bracktune to the chat, by the way.
Whoa,
Bracktune, what's up, guy?
Your resident music encyclopedia is here. Don't worry.
Yeah. So Bracktune, real quick, because now we're at the point where all are welcome at this point. But I wanted to ask you, like, tonight is your last. There he is.
There he is. Yeah, Cats.
There's an echo, Eli. Bracktune, Jason, tonight is your last Zoom. Am I correct?
My last Zoom, yes.
Are you sitting with Simsy Nachos right next to you?
There she is.
There she is.
Hi, Simsy. How are you?
Hi, Simsy. Hello. So are you sad that tonight is going to be your last Zoom stream?
Yeah.
Who's more sad, you or Victor?
Look, it doesn't mean that we're never going to do it again. It just means that on Monday nights it'll be our last Zoom. But we could do Zoom on any other night. It's fine.
Yeah.
Am I sad? I am sad. I am sad. We've had such a great run on Monday nights over the last year and several months that there's going to be a lot of people who are, especially not in the LA area, who I'm just not going to see all the time, and they've been such a great little part of my life, so yeah.
Who do you think's more upset about it, you or Victor?
That's a good question.
Victor can come to the club.
I know.
I was just going to say, bring him with you
if he wants.
Does he expect to get paid?
Victor gets a VIP treatment.
He does. I know.
Victor, why don't you come on here? Join us in the chat.
Yeah.
That would be great. He's only been, I think, Bracktune, you're the only one. Everyone get their dogs up again because I love a good pet show.
I'm not chasing.
All right, crew. I'm gonna bail for the night. I gotta finish up a couple things here, and I'm gonna go to bed early. So I appreciate you guys having me on.
Anytime, Marky D.
I'll follow through in the stream for a bit, but I'll chat with you guys later.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Okay.
Touch base tomorrow, Mark.
Have a good night, guys. Yeah.
Love Removal Machine was this track I was thinking of.
Love you, Mark AD.
There's
All
only
right.
10,000 songs in extended mix tomorrow.
The Call Love
Mark
Removal
AD.
Machine.
Okay. Bye.
10,000 songs. Great. Fantastic.
Mike, you know you can go to the website and request it too, right?
No, I'm not going to request it. I just did. Just now.
There you go.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a bottom? Get me off of here.
I didn't put you there.
Put him in the middle.
Are you and Bragtune friends on Facebook now?
We are now, yes.
Okay.
Well,
Yes, we are.
Accept it.
Look,
Vinny-
I saw that picture, and I could not deny us not being friends anymore. You know,
You know, it's one of those things that surprises me. I've met so many great people out here on Twitch and such, and it shocks me how it's like, why have we not been? I hate the fact that you can go through life and not connect with such great people like this.
yeah.
I mean, how many other people are we not connecting with that we probably should, that would be like, God, you're just so much fun to be with.
Yeah, I have a big list of people that just like that. That I'm just like, not only I've never met you, but how I've never talked to any of these people who are in the same kind of circles I am too. You know, even aside from DJing. So yeah, it's crazy.
How many dogs do you have, Bragtune?
Just one.
Just the one? Okay, I thought I saw a
one.
second one.
And yeah,
And why did Eli take off now? What's
Easy,
that
Eli.
about?
I don't know.
He's hungry.
He's got to eat his dinner.
Yeah, he's got to make.
Dan,
He's got to make some more donuts.
Dan, do you want to talk about your new channel a little bit? The Twitch.
Oh,
TV?
guy, Twitch is so messed. Twitch is so. I don't know if
Talk
you guys
about the
remember-
channel before you complain about the platform.
I'm
it's on.
gonna tell you. So Twitch DJ Battles. I don't know if you guys remember when you became an affiliate. Twitch DJ Battles is the new channel that we're going to be using for the DJ Battles. So I create the channel. Got to become an affiliate so we can do the polls. Polls.
Pause. Yes.
Polls.
Sorry. Jeez.
Hold on.
Come on,
Pause.
come on.
Hold on.
Got to become an affiliate so you can do the polls. Pause. Now, to become an affiliate, you have to have 500 minutes, stream on 7 different days. You have to have at least 50 followers and an average of 3 viewers. So 500 minutes, sure, no problem. Did that. 50 viewers, easy enough. Three average of 3 viewers, that's more than easy enough. Here's the killer now. Every time you stream, you get an email saying, here's your stream summary. And it tells you how close you are to an affiliate.
Sure.
So first day I streamed, it said you streamed on 1 day. You have 1 of 7 days. Second day, 2 of 7 days. Third day, 4 of 7 days. What happened to 3? It was weird. Fourth day, it said 5 of 7 days. On the 6th day that I streamed, I get another email saying 5 of 7 days. I'm like, what is happening? So that was, that was, when did I stream? On Sunday. So on Sunday I streamed. This morning I get up, I look at my emails. Twitch invites you to become an affiliate. I didn't do my 7 days yet. Not that I'm complaining, but it's just messed up. It's messed up. But I did become now affiliate for the channel.
Well, congratulations. Good job.
You're probably doing a smart. If I knew I could do it without losing everything that I put together, I would probably start over, because the thing that pisses me off, I would love to become partner, but to become partner, you have to average 75 viewers, and the way Twitch works, they're averaging every show I've ever streamed. Well, the first 3 or 4 months, I didn't even know there was a goal to meet, so I was just basically streaming to the 12 people that I knew wanted to see the T-Dance. So I have these 4 months of stuff. It doesn't matter when I have a big show.
Yeah.
It still sits down there at 20.
But they say, Twitch says for partner that it's within the past 30 days kind of thing.
Oh,
That's
it's
what
not 30 days.
But it's not 30 days.
No, their average, it never changes no matter how many people I have on my show. It's always down at the lowest level, which bugs the crap out of me.
But even Bragtune is somewhat close to getting to that point, but then he has that one show. This is what you were telling us, that you had the one show that was bringing you down, right? Is he frozen?
I think he's frozen.
Or is he just staring? Oh, yeah. Looks like you'll never find out now.
Dogs are never frozen like that. So
Did you guys get that email today too from Twitch, or is it just me?
What was that?
About more issues with the DCMA and VODs and stuff?
When was that today?
No,
Yeah, about an hour ago, or 2 hours ago.
I did not. Maybe it's coming. Maybe it's
No, I
coming.
didn't get it. Yeah.
They're having some major issues now. So
Maybe it's coming.
Eli, are you sure? Because the one I saw was something to do it differently.
Pause.
the one I had to do was with
Maybe.
they're cracking down on the VODs.
Hey, Tom, do you have those pride pics that we talked about before?
Yes, Thomas. You said you
Show
were
us
going to
your
get them for
grapes.
us.
Oh yes, you want to
Vinny
see?
Vegas got the email, by the way.
Can we also, before we continue having fun here, one more thing too is, can we talk about the Soul Ray Train?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
we never really plugged it enough, and you know, because we're all part of that.
Jason's back, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Internet problems.
All right.
We were just talking about, real quick, we were just talking about, Eli had made mention about an email, I guess, from Twitch talking about, what did it say, Eli?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, you got it? Oh, you
You
did.
got it too? I didn't get it.
gotten it yet.
What was the connection, Dan? You're talking about Jason before he froze and left. About
I was asking about him becoming partner. He has one show that brings him down. You were telling us this once that you have one show that's kind of bringing your stats down from becoming partner.
No, I'm saying that my big show is Mondays, and I'm afraid that's going to go down. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been streaming consistently 3 nights a week lately, so that's kind of brought everything down too. But,
Yeah.
Well, and
I don't know.
Dave Paul mentioned something to me about it, which I thought was weird, because when you become an affiliate, it was just automatic. But from what he said, he's got all the things to qualify, but he had to apply.
Right.
And he tried twice and has not been given partner. I'm like, what the hell is that? It's like, so you meet all the requirements, and then you have to meet who's approving you for what? And
Yeah.
what gives them the right to approve?
A lot of the partners that I've talked to have said that they've applied. I don't think I've talked to a single partner that have said that they got on the first shot.
And that just doesn't seem right to me. It's like, I have read nothing anywhere that said, oh, after you do these 3 things, then we also have to put you through an approval. It's like, what is this, a condo board? Give me a break.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
But Twitch has been pretty shitty the last couple of days. Like, even over the weekend, it was rough, and yeah, it's been bad. But anyway, Tom, show us your grapes.
Huh?
show us your Fruit of the Loom.
Okay, so what it is obviously here up in Toronto, we got a group of guys who live in the gay village. Jeremy's the head one, and he's a Kiwi, and they've been doing this. Don't put me on that. Take me off. I don't want to be on like just me only.
Do it.
No. So they dress up as fruit, and they're basically Fruit of the Loom, and they do this every Pride. They do it for special events when the City Hall raises the flag, the gay flag every year. They go out to do it. They show up at different events. So sometimes they're short guys because they've been doing this for like 20 to 30 years now. And the guys who are playing the different fruits are getting older and older, and unfortunately they're not able to do the long walk, because you basically go from his condo, walk all the way where all the Pride floats and everything get ready, and then you got to walk up to Bloor and Yonge, which is the main intersection, walk south down Yonge Street to Dundas, and come back around. And then after that, people want to take your pictures with you and everything. So I've done it a few times. I worked with a gentleman. We worked together. This is him here, and he's a blueberry. So
Mind if we zoom that in at least?
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Show us your blueberries.
So he'll call me, and once in a while they'll say, "Hey, listen, we're short of a person or two. This is Jeremy. He's the guy who organizes it." And then, so I've done it a few times, and last time we did it was about 2 years ago, and it was me and Pearl, my wife. So
nice.
So it's really, really cool. Obviously, here, this is all of us like walking towards the event. Yeah. This is a good one. Oops, sorry. This is a good one.
That's great, Jason.
Love the classics.
Yeah, and then I'll show you one more, and then
Hey, we're short of fruit. Call Tom.
yeah. So it's fun.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and then yeah, I've got a lot of them on my Facebook, but yeah, it's fun to do.
You're not short of fruit if I'm here.
Pause. So Vinny, talk about the Soul Raid Train. Let's go. Come on.
Soul Raid Train. Woo woo! Soul Raid Train. Yeah, no, I'm shocked of how great it seems to be growing, and people are. I never imagined, I thought maybe it'd be a cute thing that would happen once or twice, but I really feel like it's something that has legs and continues, is going to grow. It's just great. It's just soul punk, disco, R&B music. You can pick any decade. It doesn't have to be from the 70s. And yeah, we just have 12 to 15 DJs usually lining up 1 hour raids from all over the place, doing soul, funk, disco, and just having fun. And most everybody here, I think, is on it for the most part. Well, almost everybody.
What are your thoughts on DJs playing gangster rap during a Soul Raid Train?
You don't want to see Disco Vinny's face when that's happening, because it's not a good face.
Yeah.
Let's ask that then. Describe the soul that you're looking for. And actually, two questions. First of all, is it Soul Raid Train or is it Soul Train Raid?
It's the Soul Raid Train.
Thank you. All right, just wanted to clarify that one.
Soul Raid Train. Because everybody does raid trains. They're all raid trains. This is the Soul Raid Train.
Right.
And
the Soul Train Raid.
I mean, the guideline is supposed to be anything that was either performed or danced to on Soul Train. So it should be something you would have heard on Soul Train. And they did not.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo on that one. I did not get the memo on that one.
That's
it's always. That's what I say. It could be 70s, 80s, because Soul Train went all the way through those decades.
So is that anything like playing non-Euro songs during a Euro Raid Train? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend.
Not exactly. I know who you're asking for, Driz K.
Okay.
I put so much effort into putting
that
show together, and it's like, you know what? It's not Euro, but it's Euro style, and I thought I was doing something.
No.
Putting Canada. I'm gonna.
He's just busting your balls.
I'm busting your chops.
I thought my mix was great.
That's like somebody in a 90s Raid Train playing Past the Dutchie, clearly from the 80s. I'm just throwing that out there.
I didn't do that.
No, I know it wasn't you. We're not going to mention it. Or playing Morrissey during a Smiths New Wave battle. Speaking of the Smiths,
or ever playing Baby Shark ever.
Oh, don't even bring up Baby Shark on my show ever again. I'll bang you and Hacker for mentioning Baby Shark. So Jason, Wednesday night, you do your interviews on Wednesday night. Thank you, by the way, for having Dan and I on last week.
You guys were so much fun.
Thank you guys.
It was a lot of fun, and it was good talking to you during that. Who do you have this week?
I have two regulars who come to my channel, Moon Age Daydreamer and I Am Maddie, and they've been there from like the very beginning. So we're gonna find out what they're all about. She's an artist, and she does some really fascinating stuff. She's like in galleries and museums and everything. So
cool.
It'll be very interesting. Yeah, that's
Let's
happening
check it out
on Wednesday. Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, usually, you always see like a lot of the usual folks in your chat, but those are two that I'm not familiar with. But for sure, I definitely want to. I enjoy it. I do enjoy your talk show, so I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
So that's Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific time, midnight Eastern time.
Yep. And then we have a little dance party afterwards. So.
Okay.
Braxton, can I ask you an important question right now?
Oh yeah, please.
Important.
Do you mind if and I apologize to everybody in the chat. I apologize to everybody on screen here. Braxton, I just want you to answer this honestly if you could. And it's been on my mind for a while.
All right.
I can only imagine what this is going to be.
What animal are you thinking of?
Right now.
Right now. What animal are you thinking of?
Yeah, I can't tell you that. I'm sorry.
Well, it's still wrong.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
It was a good try.
That was a good try.
A lot there.
Eli said it's a lager. Yeah.
What does the word say? What does the fox say? What the hell?
What's the fox say? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alpaca. Vinny Vegas says alpaca.
What is the right answer of human or dancer? What is your answer?
There is no right answer. If you're asking me, I consider myself human more than dancer.
A liger?
Yeah.
I
More
consider
human
myself
than
on
human.
Twitch dancer because it's like we're exactly like it's dancer. We're puppets to people, and we'll leave it at that.
Controlling the puppets. Vince, what's your schedule? What's your schedule like this week? What do you got going on besides the raid train?
My schedule?
Yeah.
Well, the raid train isn't this week
Oh
though.
no, I'm sorry. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
I have my chill set, my yacht rock set on Wednesday, and then I don't have any shows for a week. I'm taking a week off finally. Kat's got it right. I'm finally taking a vacation. Actually, working on a vacation. I have my first real life wedding this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Then we're going to the Oregon coast to spend a couple of days at the coast to be together, play with the dog, and meet up with Toy, one of our followers, who is also known as Matt Latanzi, Olivia Newton-John's ex-husband. It's weird that we become friends over Twitch. And yeah, we're going to meet up because they live down in Portland, and we're going to that area to meet up and hang out. And hopefully we're hoping to put together another charity gig for Olivia in August when Xanadu turns 41. And Olivia and Chloe sent us a video saying that they would be on the next show, hopefully, if we can time it right. So I'm very excited for that.
The wedding that's coming up, are you DJing the wedding or are you a guest?
No, I'm a DJ.
Are you a DJ? Okay. Is it a bridezilla situation or are they nice people?
No, very, very sweet. It's actually family. So
oh, nice. Okay.
Do
you have any siblings at all, by the way? Vinny, do you have any brothers or sisters?
He said he had an older brother.
An older brother, but do you have any other?
I have two older brothers, very, very much older, 6 and 9 years older. I was not a man.
Well,
I was a Valentine. November 17th, I was a Valentine baby.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's what happens when you're 40 years old and you think messing around's okay. No, you get your biggest nightmare for the rest of your life.
Preaching to the choir, Vinny. I hear you there.
I found out how super gay I was this week. I had no idea. It's like I have the same birthday as RuPaul. Like, well,
you're gay? I didn't know that.
What?
Like,
what?
Just a little.
Breaking. No, I'm kidding. So Dan.
Mike had no idea. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going around the circle here. So Dan, yeah, I'm a horrible actor. Dan, when's the next Twitch battle going to be? What are you looking at?
Well, now that it's affiliate, I'm thinking we're going to start with the Euro Dance battle next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
That's where we're going to kick it off.
Do we have participants yet?
We do. We have DJ Marky D, who was here earlier. We have DJ Katz, who's off screen right now. We have Vernimal. We have DJ T Green. We have, why can't I think right now? DJJ Online. DJ Vinnie Vegas. I can't remember who else I missed.
Basically, everybody was here.
It's going to be a little bit different too. So the way it's going to work is it's going to work as teams. There's going to be 2 people to the team, and your team will face off against the other one. And it's going to be a little bit different. So stay tuned for that. That's the thing about being gay is that if you're dating someone your size right away, you've doubled your wardrobe.
If it's next Tuesday, not to cut you off, but
that's not only if you're gay. Wait. Yeah.
Eli is saying if it's next Tuesday, he's not around.
Oh, guy, you're killing me here, man.
Way to play him.
Well, Brock Toon could fill in for him.
Me?
Brock, do you do any Euro?
Yeah, he does all Euro.
Euro is not my specialty, but I was going to tell Vinny if he ever needs a DJ for the next Soul Train, I'm in. So
there you go.
That I can do. But Euro is not my forte.
Send me an email. Send me an email, and I'll add you to the email list, and we'll find a time for you. That's one thing. I would never. I will let anybody that wants to. You know, I'm not. I would never exclude anybody. That's just
retro mix.
Retro mix. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, because you
I
said
like
about 7 times. If I remember correctly, he did ask you once, and then you actually
I'm
said,
joking. I'm
hold
joking. I
on,
know he
hold on,
has.
and then you said, I
was
can't,
away
I'm
that
busy.
week. I was
Right.
away.
Right.
I'm joking.
There you go.
No, you're not. You hate me.
I don't hate you.
Well, you don't like me very much.
Why would you think that?
I heard that too.
Not serious.
No. I don't dislike you. You haven't done anything.
Yeah, no. The only one that doesn't like me is Mike Harding. He just.
I know.
Oh, you're right. He doesn't like you. He loves you.
I love you, brother. You're doing great things. I think you're doing fantastic stuff. I think all of these guys are doing great stuff. Raccoon, I've checked your show out a few times. I think your show is fantastic. I checked out your version of this crazy show. Is really great as well. How you're bringing your guests or your people that come into your chats to see who they are. I think that was such a fantastic idea. So you guys are all doing good stuff, except for Thomas.
As are you, Michael.
So, Mike, how are things going in your surrounding where you're at now?
Things are fantastic. I'm living the dream.
Whose dream?
Mike, are you out of the basement?
Shut your fucking cornhole up.
What is wrong with you guys?
What is wrong
with you guys?
You Canadians are nasty.
I'm tired, man.
Like on camera, I brought my lovely daughter down. I even
Beautiful.
showed my wifey.
You got milk for your daughter.
I'm slowly working my way up the ladder, and you want to squish it.
I know.
No,
I know.
I'm on Team Harding. You know that.
Let's
Yeah,
talk
you know
about
what's
it.
going to happen later. Your daughter's going to come in. Daddy, what's a cornhole?
Yeah.
Look at DJ Vinnie Vegas. Look at this. Look at DJ Vinnie Vegas's comment.
Ouch. And I'm surprised Vinny said that because that guy always has the nicest things to say about everybody.
Listen, you got to have your
standards. Push-ups on the floor.
Aim for the moon, and if you don't miss the moon, you can hang out with the stars like I'm doing right now. Look at all these stars.
Lurch wants to know if you bought a DeLorean.
I'm just trying to touch your mustache. Hang on.
Get away. Back off. Back off.
You can find Mike Harding and his mustache at the back of a Tim Hortons with a white van asking people to put furniture in it for him.
No, I'm pretty sure it's an ice cream.
Hey, excuse me, are you a size 13?
Would you?
I want to take it for a ride.
I wish I was a size 13.
Oh my gosh.
Ride the rocket.
So anybody got anything else they'd like to plug? I think we can,
Hey, Staples, how was your weekend and what you got going on, guy?
Thanks for asking, Dan. It was a busy weekend. I worked Friday night and Saturday night at a local establishment, and yesterday during the day in the hot sun, it was 90 degrees at least. And watched a friend of mine. They're in a 70s arena rock tribute band, so we went and watched them during the day. So it was a fun weekend. It was good.
That'd have been fun.
Yeah. Well, Jersey's open up now, so it's like gloves are off and everybody's having a good old time.
That's great.
Gloves as in masks, kind of thing, or
literally, masks are
Everything is opening up. Mostly in the States, if they basically are saying, "Hey, if you're vaccinated, you don't need to do anything. It's up to you."
You know what's not opening up in the States? The border to Canada.
Border to Canada, yeah.
That's
yeah. To answer your question, I'd like to plug Vinnie Vegas. So there you go.
Wow.
I know he wants that.
DJ Vinnie Vegas says he's ornery tonight. He's not horny. He's just ornery.
He's probably horny too, but
You should get your shirt changed, Staples, to Jazzy.
To what? Jazzy?
Oh, Jazzy.
You're in Jersey.
Oh, Jazzy. I
Jazzy.
see what you did there.
Okay, that was a stretch.
Jason, Mary's saying June 15th, I guess, is LA's big day.
That's what they're saying. They're saying June 15th, all restrictions are off.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see.
So Bractoon.
June 18th, we go back in lockdown. Yeah.
So Bractoon, are you going to be doing still doing shows on Twitch from the clubs?
Yeah, I'm going to go into the club on Thursday night and test it out to see if we can. I had my I had my worry that the internet connection wasn't great, but I've been told that it's going to be okay. And we're going to try to see how the cameras look and all that stuff. So we're going to attempt to do this to stream on Monday nights on Twitch from the club. We just can't do our Zoom. It's just too hard.
No.
And then I'm not shutting my channel down or anything. So
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep Wednesdays going and do Saturdays too sometimes. And then as my schedule gets a little bit busier, we'll have to adjust it. But yeah.
I'm a little worried that we're all going to have drop in viewership as things open up. I mean,
we already are.
Yeah, I've already noticed.
He's talking to you, chat.
Life has gone back to normal, people. Just deal with that. That's how it is.
You are pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like this is what we've all been wanting, right? So it's good. You'll come and do your stream when you want to do your stream. People will show up when they can, and that's how it's going to be. Simple.
And there's still a lot of people who are still home. I mean, even if it's open, people are still home. So
my stream last night had some of its highest numbers ever, which I was shocked with.
You had some good numbers last night. So and like Tom, Tom has a great idea because of the fact that he does the lunchtime show. People have now moved away from radio in general. The ones who were listening to radio and listen to him on lunchtime, and they listen to him for the whole rest of the afternoon if he's on for 3 or 4 hours or 5 hours. So
a lot of my yacht rock viewers are because it's 3 to 6, so they're putting it on at their office at the end of the day, which I think is cool.
So that's cool. Yeah, those are the people that sort of depend on like a TV show. They depend on the schedule, like my friend Mike said last week, Brad? They consider it almost like their TV schedule, and they know that at certain times this is what shows on. I mean, I think we can all sort of say for each other now. We all know who does, like, especially ones who do shows on a regular basis, not like myself, but those who do shows on a constant basis. We can all say we all know whose shows are on at what time. We know Thomas is on every day. Other than that, he just started doing the thing on Saturday. Vinnie, we know, is always on a Friday, Wednesday, and Wednesday, and a Sunday. Impressions.
I'm not doing Saturdays, cats. That was a one-off.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. You just added that just because of Rice Cube. Harding, we always know, is always on a Sunday for the most part, and he'll do one maybe on a Sunday night here and there just to play some tunes. But for the most part, we all know Bracktune obviously is on a Monday always. And but there's for the most part, we all know each other's schedules. So I think from an audience standpoint, those people are going to tune in because that has become their schedule. They look forward to that.
Eli, when does Impressions go on?
That's a great question. I think he's pretty random like me.
Yeah, I'm busting because I don't know. I don't know it either. That's why I was asking.
Tuesday, Thursday, but the problem is Thursday. But the problem is I've always been doing like Thursdays. I get thrown off for the Soul Raid train, so I'll do that instead. Tuesdays I started doing the battle, so I gave up the Tuesday there. Wednesdays I was on Wednesdays.
Do a Burger King channel, buddy. I think
that's it.
That's
true.
How many of the people in the chat would love to see me stream just driving to Burger King, pulling up, ordering, and that's it.
And then come back, sit in a hot tub, and eat
eat the food. That's it.
We want you to live longer. Don't go to Burger King.
After Jay does Saturday morning hits, do Burger King brunch.
BK brunch. That's it.
I'll dress up the king and come over and hang out with you and just like. Whatever.
That's what the Burger King would say. It's like, hey,
where's the new question? How many people in the chat want to see Thomas dressed up as the king?
I'm gonna go get a Burger King outfit. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna surprise you with bags of burgers and go, hey, that's
amazing.
I think
I'll dance in your yard.
I can do.
All right, I'm changing the topic. How many of you guys? How many of you Canadians saw the Junos?
Wait, I was going to say to Tom, take off your shirt and dress like Mayor McCheese.
Dan, this Juno.
That's Marcus. You're thinking of Marcus.
Watched a bit of the Junos.
That's true.
Marcus.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
What was that, Cats?
I said this Junos watched a bit of the Junos last night.
Oh yeah.
And,
what's the Junos?
Yeah, well, I can say that. So the thing is that I mean, it was a production.
I saw from when Scratch was on with Maestro and.
Everybody, yeah.
Was he on there really?
Yeah. It was well done. He did a great job, and I mean, they all did a good job with that. But it was, I mean, from a production
on that video,
it was good. But I mean, looking at some of those, like Ed Robertson, I don't understand who told them like not to look at the right camera, because all these guys weren't looking at the right camera all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that kind of production kind of irks me a little bit, but I mean, it's different. I mean, hey, Rebel Nightclub is an amazing club. I loved working there when I was there one time, and it was it's a great place. So production wise, overall, they did a pretty good job. Actually, the venue I was at today is where they did rehearsals for the Junos. So.
And I missed the whole thing with Justin Bieber, but what he did a performance. It was pre-taped or something.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff is pre-taped, right?
Yeah.
I think actually all the performances were pre-taped. The only things that were live were the actual people who were accepting the speeches from home on their Zooms, and then so they cut away from that. But I mean, as a whole, I mean, the show was done okay. But for 50th anniversary, you like to see. I think for me, I like to see something a little bit more fanfare, a little bit more Canadian-like. But hey,
I feel like you guys are a bigger fan. I feel like Canada is a bigger fan of Bieber than we are.
No, I don't think so, man.
I think less, honestly. Yeah.
Well,
he was sure up for a lot of Junos.
Yeah. Listen, as much as I love to talk about Justin Bieber, I got to go make some dinner. So
go eat dinner.
You're going to put Bieber's album on right now, aren't you?
I am. Yeah.
Go eat dinner, and then anybody else in the chat, like Henry Hefe and Victor, know that tonight at midnight Eastern or 9 p.m. Pacific, Bracktune will be on his show.
That's right.
Tonight is the final Zoom because he will be doing in real life gigs eventually on this Mondays or what have you. So yeah, well, thank you, Jason, for jumping in. It's always fun to have you here.
As a pleasure as always. So,
and if 6 old guys show up in the Zoom later, please make sure that you
I will. I'll make sure the Zoom operator will know to put you guys on.
Zoom operator.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, enjoy dinner, my friend.
All right, have a good one, guys.
See you, bud.
Take care, Bracktune.
May Bieber be with you. All right.
Thanks for being.
And don't forget. I was gonna say, don't forget to put us on the guest list next week.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Why hasn't Shadi done a parody of Zoom operator?
Because she's got class.
Great one.
I think that would be great. Or Weird Al Yankovic or somebody should do Zoom operator.
That would be good. Vinny, do you know what the Junos are?
Yeah,
okay. I'm just making sure. I like to bridge the American US gap.
I'm surprised actually that Zoom didn't. Somebody said this before. I think Marky D said it. How they didn't use "Who's Zooming Who" as a song for a commercial.
I know. Zoom. What is wrong with you?
They could have made so much more than what they did.
Oh yeah, for sure. We thought, I just don't know if that would have gotten approval, but I mean, it would have been massive. I thought the same thing when Zoom first started getting recognition. I'm like, oh yeah, that's all you need is that song. It'd be great.
My company just started using Zoom like maybe a month ago, so we had to do this massive training. Which if you don't, whatever. So anyway, so the guy that worked for Zoom did a training on Zoom, and he was a kid from Georgia. And I kid you not, I swear the kid was high because he's like sitting backwards with his arm over the chair. He's like, so, you can put in emotes and give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking. Like, I swear to God, it was like the longest hour of my life next to when I said I do.
Now, are you sure that he was the one who was high and maybe it wasn't the other way around?
Wasn't me. Right.
John.
Thank you, Michael.
God, you're good tonight.
Michael.
I'm on fire.
Yeah, as he drinks his Summersby.
Yeah.
Speaking of I'm on fire, Cisco Vinny, you get mad props for that. Fantastic remix redrum of that one because that is like my segue with that. That's one of my favorite songs. You did a great job with that. So
you got to give Marky D props because I had forgotten. He reminded me of that. I was like, oh my God, I have to do that. Not only do I love it, it was part of my soap. That's my guilty pleasure was my soaps in the 80s.
Well, it's good. It's just the way you're able to make that
song. It was a big scene for Neil and Liz when she was cheating on him. She was cheating with Carlos, and they play "I'm on Fire" every scene, and it was very, very sexy song.
Great song, and it's your version is great because you can do it at 171 beats, or you can do it at 85. So it's actually really well. It's really mixed. I think Mike played it yesterday on his show, and it was like really. Well done, so good job. Yeah, and thanks to Marky, of course, too, for putting that together.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
I say we go around, everybody give a plug, and I think then we'll I don't know if there's anybody on to raid to or how we can do that, but
Freddie G.
Is Freddie G on?
He's on right now. He's got a good 44 people in there right now, so
Mine says he's got 53.
Oh,
So
so
that-
maybe mine hasn't updated yet.
Staples.
Yes, sir.
DJ Buck Rogers just cheered you 200 bits.
Oh, wow. Thank you. You know what? We got to get him on here. I've been thinking about that. He's out of what? Montreal, I believe, right?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
believe he gave it earlier. It said to help Disco Vinny unemployment. I think he said he gave earlier as well.
Oh, that's right.
that,
That's right. I did see that.
Well,
I didn't get a chance to mention
For
it.
those of you who are always subscribing to channels, don't forget as well, Twitch now has subscriptions 20% off, or I think it's 50% if you're an Amazon Prime, or 30% maybe if you're an Amazon Prime member.
Henry just gave bits. Thank you, Henry. It's nice.
So if you are looking at subscribing to your favorite DJs, now's the time to do it, where you can save money.
Can I be honest about something? When you're streaming music and somebody gives you bits, right? Do you find
Like Henry just gave you 230 like that?
Yes, thank you, Henry. Like when you're playing music, it's like, oh, hey, thank you for the biddies, and you just keep going on with the song. But when you're having a conversation, it's not as easy just to stop and say it. It almost doesn't feel natural to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be like a dick and not say something, but at the same time,
I wait till after the song usually if I can. So
Yeah, but you don't talk over your music like we do, like Mike and I do.
Bitty bitty bitties.
You don't talk over the music like Mike Harding taught me to do.
annoying as all fuck. Annoying as all fuck. Especially with the echo. With the echo, it's annoying as
Thanks
all
for the biddy.
Yeah. I hate when he does that. That's gonna be my new thing. I'm gonna be the anti-Vinny.
Brad, I like what you said yesterday when he goes, DJ Staples, he goes, I hate when you do that.
Yeah, I was just being like the bizarro DJ Vinny Vegas because he loves it, and I get it.
Don't listen to Vinny Vegas. It's adorable. I love it.
Yeah.
So
turn mine down and do it for him. DJ Vinny Vegas.
The air horns need to go away.
Thank you.
Hate the air horns, but I know Katz hates my inconceivable. I am going to change this.
I don't hate it. I hate
You know what? What's annoying?
I hear you, Henry. I hear you.
Like,
here's the thing.
20 in a row.
Here's the thing, Katz. I'm actually glad you said something because the way the show works, I have to, in order for it not to have feedback, I have to turn the volume down on the live feed. So I'm only hearing this. I don't hear.
You don't hear it. Yeah.
Sound effects. I had no idea when someone was doing a 5-pack that it was doing inconceivable. I had no idea.
I think it's
I love Wallace Shaw and I love that movie, but that and I love the effect. But when it's like 1,000 layers, like no,
I did not realize it was doing it. I thought when someone gave a 5-pack, it did it once. I thought it just did it once.
Threw it against the wall. That's what I was going to do. I was so
inconceivable.
Yeah. So now I'm going to change that so it's not obnoxious.
What's that, Mike? What's that, Mike?
Cats.
Yeah.
Saying you don't like it when that happens, but you have a meow thing that is not.
Yeah. Put your pussy away. How about that?
I'm gonna throw it out there.
Okay, fine. The meow is gone. The meow is officially retired.
That's
on the Uzi pay.
Your thing. It's your show. Let it ride.
You're right.
Yeah.
Opinion on it? Who gives a fuck?
Retro mix.
Well, yeah.
Retro mix.
I love that, Mike Harding, but what I'm thinking is like even if DJ Katz says it, it's like he's probably not the only one, and I don't want to do things that would detract. If half the audience is annoyed with it, I want it to go away.
Do you and enjoy your show? And if
Exactly.
That's right.
He is right.
I don't want to do me. I stopped doing that a long time ago.
I agree, but just a suggestion on it is because it happens when somebody subscribes. Like I said, when you have 20 in a row, you're hearing it 20 times, right? So unless you take it off, and then when you see somebody subscribes, then you just do it, or you see somebody drop a 5-pack or a 10-pack.
Love the hey now.
People love the hey now, or the
and the Sporky.
There's
but that doesn't happen every sub though.
No, I'd make no.
That's what I'm saying. That's where because Disco Vinny has it for every when somebody.
I didn't know you can do that. I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah,
It's
in the stream
Stream Elements.
Is it in Stream Elements? Who knows how to do it, Eli? No, it's not Stream Elements.
I do.
It
is in Stream Elements. You can do it.
No.
Oh yeah, impressions. You got to tell me. I'd love to put a sound effect. How about you suck, jackass?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you
It's
after.
actually in Streamlabs, and you go into your can't remember which one it is, where it modules or something. Anyway, it's in Streamlabs, and you can set up for all of your different events. For cheers, you can put it. Otherwise,
I don't have Streamlabs.
It does that.
Stream Elements does it too. That's why
You can change the bling to whatever you want it to. But I did have a couple ideas, like Cats. I wanted to get like the. I wanted to either have like the Bionic Man sound.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
I like
cool.
that.
The little effect is cool.
Or I can take the sound from Yellow and have it go, oh,
Caddyshack.
Oh
yeah, like something that's cool where it's just, when it becomes repetitive.
Yeah.
Like,
Mike, do you have any sound effects?
Cats? No, you're wrong. I'm telling you, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you right now. Let him do him.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you like. Not your show. It's his
Let
show.
them battle it out. Here we go.
Fucking Disco Vinnie. If you want to put anything you want to do, fucking listen. I love you so much, but you're wrong.
Mustache right over.
I love you so much, but you're wrong.
Feel bad about it.
Again, you're an asshole. No offense.
I like that. How's that?
The cat and the
Totally gone off the rails.
I don't take away the cat. The cat is part of your show.
Leave the
I
That's
agree.
the point. No cat.
Leave the cats alone. Leave
the cat alone, Eli.
Died. And
Don't touch the kitty.
Mike, do you have any sounds?
Yeah.
His sounds.
Listen, I'm just saying.
You're listening to the sights and sounds.
He shouldn't listen to what you're saying. It's his show.
Now the rest of the story.
The whole thing. Let it run.
You're right. I just mute it. You're right. It's like it's like the same thing. Like they say, if you don't want to hear it, just go to another channel or mute it. And that's what I do. When I know he's got a rage train, I mute it because I don't really want to hear it at that time.
Listen, I'm just busting chops. I'm not going down.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
No. You insulted him a little bit. You insulted him a little bit.
Listen,
No.
I'm not listening to any of you. I'm only listening to Mary Pike Contrary. She's got
my boyfriend Adam. Leave my boyfriend
You
alone.
insulted him a little bit yourself. You're a little out of order. You insulted him a little bit.
I say
You did that for my pleasure. Oh, God, you're the best.
Kiss me.
I love you, Staples.
Are you okay?
So,
Drinks
Spider, are you okay?
on the house.
No,
No, you insulted him a little bit. You were a little out of order yourself.
Vinny Vegas knows.
Fucking delirious, man. This is okay.
Oh,
I love that. That's a great scene. Goodfellas. All right, so are we plugging anything? What are we doing?
Yeah, well, Vinny was explaining his nights, and let him plug his channel, and then we'll go around the table.
All right. Oh yeah, Vinny, you're here. You're still here. Go ahead. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm still here. I get that off too.
I'm kidding. No, go ahead, Vinny. I'm sorry. I'm just messing.
No, you guys know my regular shows. Wednesday, Chill Set. Friday is New Wave, and Sunday is the Tea Dance. But I am taking a week off after this Wednesday, so I won't be on for a week. And then the Soul Raid thing is twice a month. And yeah, that's about it. And I'd like to plug Vinny Vegas. So there you go.
Hey yo. Listen, all bullshit. Listen, I'm gonna say, Vinny, all bullshit aside, I'm glad you came on. It was nice to get to know you versus just what we see online. And it was nice to meet John too. So thank you for telling him thank you as well.
That was actually the best part of it, meeting John.
I'll say, but yeah, it was. But thank you for joining. No, for real though.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, it was good. Who are we gonna plug next?
Mike.
We'll go to Mike in the stash.
He looks like he's about to fall down.
Stash. Yeah.
He's going to plug his ice cream truck, and where is it going to be? Which school will he be at next?
Well, listen. I don't speed through school zones.
That's not what I heard.
No.
He plows them.
I just do my Sunday shows.
that's because he's not allowed to in school zones.
Do my
He's not allowed 500 feet with him.
He's talking.
A minor.
He's talking. Go, Mike, go.
A minor. Go ahead, Michael.
Train wreck. I do Sunday mornings. So if you want to join me on Sunday mornings, Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. I know it's a little early for Disco Vinnie to come and see me, but that's okay.
No, you usually wake me up. I usually get waked up by my karting just went live. I'm like, I'm gonna sleep in. Sorry.
It's a pretty fun show. I think anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good times.
Hey, Mike, it's your show. Play what you want. Do what you want.
Play whatever effects you want.
Right?
I love your show.
Cat sounds and all.
And that's what it is. And retro makes you follow straight.
Love your show.
Okay.
Dan?
Well, definitely follow the new one, Twitch DJ Battles, starting next Tuesday, kicking off at Euro. So, and my channel, I'm still doing my show. I'll be on tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern.
That's it? That's all you got?
And Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern. On Wednesday, all requests, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Everybody's getting sleepy. Pass the uppers around.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Who's next? Tom, you got
Mike's
something?
going to fall asleep on your shoulder there, Vinny.
Put your head on my shoulder.
You're so riveting. You're keeping me awake here.
That's the booze making him sleepy. Just saying.
He's trashed.
Oh, he's hammer drunk.
He's
Like,
3 sheets to the moon.
like he's singing Lead Skinner from Leonard Skinner, and he's hammer drunk.
Cut him off from the Summersby.
Love it. All right, so Tom, there he is. There's Vinny recreating the Mike Harding picture. So Tom, every day at noon.
Yeah, every day at noon.
Sundays.
It's always good to have a nooner.
Well, yeah, I love nooners. I still didn't know what that meant until last year. This week I'm going to be doing a 60s nooner at Thursday. For the first hour.
Wow. Nice.
Just do all 60s, and it may extend to the second hour depending if people like it or not.
Oh, that's so funny. When I got back, I did that like a half a year ago, did a chill set that was all 60s, and people loved it. And I want to do it again. So now you've inspired me. I think I need to do it again.
Yeah, we did one last year, I think, and people loved it. So I haven't done one in like at least 7 months or 8 months. And then, back to the regular show on Sunday again, the New Wave show at 6 o'clock next Sunday.
Perfect. Eli, do you have anything?
This week's a bit of a write-off for me because I am in event mode here this week. So, but Saturday, of course, will be archives. I was supposed to launch tonight. Was supposed to be the relaunch of the Big Shiny Mondays, and next Monday was supposed to be the retry of Big Shiny Mondays. But now I'm in events, so not happening. But it will happen hopefully in a few weeks, and then we'll get back to the Wednesdays, the intermission show for Freddie G. We'll get back to that. And we'll get back into what else do I do? I guess
Mr.
Saturday.
Katz, what about your archive show? The great archive.
Love the archives.
I can talk about that. That's Saturdays we do the archive.
You're gonna do okay. Sorry, I missed it. I didn't hear you say you're gonna do.
Archives will still happen regardless of me not having a studio here right now. But I can still make that happen because I don't need to have visuals for that other than what I have on OBS. So that will happen. And then we'll get back to regular streaming a week from this Wednesday.
So next Saturday, are we going to go back to the courthouse, or are we going to go to the Joker?
I'm contemplating. I have a really good one from the Joker I was going to use with Bingo Bob, but I'm thinking I'm going to do the courthouse again. I haven't done a courthouse one. I want to try it. So.
Oh, Bob Willett.
Yeah, Bob Willett with the Joker and me. So
if you do play that, tell me and I'll call him and let him know that it's going to be played.
Yeah, so they might do that, but I'm not sure yet. I only kind of determined. Like I'm recording one right now, or I was recording one earlier, yesterday. So I'm not sure exactly which one I'm going to play this weekend, but it's always a random thing and kind of fun to do. But yeah, so Saturdays the archives will go on, and then the following Wednesday we'll get back to doing the intermission show. If Freddie's going back to doing the thing on Wednesdays, I'll do that. If not, then I am going to watch Disco Vinnie. That's what I'll do.
There you go.
Montreal swept the Jets. That is crazy.
Oh, they won. Oh, well, there you go. Well,
They really,
everybody knows my dream. I said the dream I had.
I'm so pissed.
Of course. I said I had a dream literally 3 weeks ago, and I don't even know why because I'm not like a massive hockey fan. But I had a dream 3 weeks ago that the Habs won the cup. So I don't know.
They're playing pretty strong. It could happen.
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with hockey at all this year. I haven't followed hockey in the slightest. But it was a weird dream. I woke up and I had a dream that the Habs won the cup. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Leafs lost. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, we know that. Yeah.
Now you know about that.
Yeah, thanks.
Disco Vinny loves sports, by the way. He loves sports.
Yay, sports. All right. So on Wednesday this week, I'm actually going to share my little flyer that I had made up, and the reason I'm showing the flyer is because it was made for me by one Sam Nation and his handiwork. I hope this works out.
Nice.
Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Right? There it is. So this Wednesday, I'm doing another artist spotlight, if you will. It's kind of like a round table type of idea, just like we do here. This time I'm doing it with a bunch of musician friends they're from Jersey, most of them, and some are kind of in California, some are not. John Allen, also known as J3, he's the sound guy for a band called The Struts. He played lead guitar on Tommy Lee's band, Methods of Mayhem, appeared on The Tonight Show. Steve Brown, formerly of Trickster, he filled in for Phil Collin of Def Leppard. He's been all over the place. He's in a cover 80s tribute band called Rubik's Cube. My friend James McGill, he's a singer-songwriter, solo artist. He actually used to do all the writing of music for Lillian Garcia of WWE fame. She was the announcer.
Yeah.
And then Paul Riario, he is the editor for Guitar World magazine. He's in a band called Super Trans Am. And then, of course, last but not least, my buddy Eric Stewart, who is an amazing guitar player. He's the VP of product at Dean Guitars out of Tampa, Florida. So anyway, that's a long-winded thing, but that's going to be on Wednesday night, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And yeah, the flyer was done for me by Sam. So shout out to Sam Nation 3000 for doing an amazing job creating.
Rest in peace, Prince, for Sam.
Yeah, R.I.P. Prince.
Yeah.
If you're not friends with Sam on Facebook, you should be. Yeah. Did you see? Well, I know you're not on Facebook, Eli, but he posted a picture today of it.
Posted it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, he did. Okay.
I sent him a message right away. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, he posted like a digital photo he created of Prince, and it's pretty amazing.
Very well done.
Yeah, very well done. So shout out to Sam Nation again for all his help. So that's it. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Dan, will you do the video and I'm going to do the raid part.
Yeah, where are we raiding to?
We're going to raid over to Freddie G.
To Freddie G?
Oh yeah, he's got a good crowd.
DJ Task is on too.
So's Captain Jadtastic.
Oh, is Captain on too?
Yeah, Captain's on too. It's all up to you.
Let's put a poll up.
It's Tuesday there, so there's that.
Dan likes putting polls up. Let's put a poll up, and where do you guys all want to go?
We would kind of be time traveling. Wouldn't that be cool? If we go to DJ Task, we'll be traveling to Tuesday.
That's true. We'll be jumping ahead. Should we raid him? I don't care. I mean, whatever.
Captain. Let's go to the captain. Keep it Canadian.
Yeah, I like Ryan a lot. Let's do that. Let me pull him up.
You can raid Sean Chatrath. He just went on.
He's probably wearing a robe again.
Gosh. I'm sure you appreciate that, but whatever.
Everybody's voting for the captain.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Hold on, don't go to the captain. Mary says it's his last song.
Ugh.
Captain Jack Task.
Shannon's on.
But if we rate him, maybe he'll stay on.
Shannon's on.
I'm in a bit of a work dilemma here, so hang on. Yeah, I got to do it. So
we go to Shannon. Shannon's got like 50 people.
I'm telling you, boys would love Task. I don't think they know DJ Task though.
We had him on here. He was on here.
He was on here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we loved him. He's a good guy. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna raid over to Task.
Oh, Shannon.
Awesome.
Oh, Shannon. We're gonna keep it Canadian.
Go to Canadian.
All right, we'll keep it.
People want to. Yeah, people are saying let's go.
Well, and I vote for Celine Dion.
That's we can't be friends now, Vinny.
That's why I hate you,
Vinny.
That's it. Everybody, we're going to start the raid.
Before we start the raid, Vinny, here's a question for you. When Shania Twain and Celine Dion get into a fight, who wins?
Shania Twain.
We all do.
We all do.
We all do.
Right.
Especially if Jello is involved.
Shout out everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining in. Go ahead,
Yes.
I am ready to go.
Mary, it was good seeing you. Everybody, Lurch, everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Both ends burning.
Thank you, Cats. Thank you,
Thanks,
Victor.
guys.
Thank you, Mary. Both ends burning.
Victor, Lurch.
Thank you
So
guys
many.
for being so sweet and supportive to this Seattle guy. I really feel like family with you guys.
You are a
You're a
fan
good
guy.
man.
You are.
All right, I'm going to hit the start the raid button. Dan, here we go.
Take care, guys.
Wait.